All right, fire signs. Okay, so before I get started, I said, when you know you're in the space of elevating, it's like people want to send you back and you see it. It's like when you finally get in, it's like when you're finally in a space of wanting people, like of moving forward, letting shit go and just doing your own thing, people really try to pull on your energy to keep you there. It's like people be wanting you to self-sabotage, and sometimes the seven of cups, it's a lot of illusions around you, and you know this. I feel like you don't want to be around someone, you don't want to be involved, and I feel like the more that you pull yourself away, pull your energy away, you could be being bullied more. Like I feel like too, the way that you're giving something energy is acknowledging that you're being bullied. It's a real fucked up concept to have. We have the seven of cups and the magician. This is a lot of illusionary energy. It's like it's almost like I feel like this is either mental magic or this is like chaos magic. This is like you not really knowing what direction to go in. This is like, okay, if I do this, they're going to do this. But if I, it's like somebody want you overthinking something instead of you just doing it. We have the Empress. This could be a female, this could be a Libra or a Taurus. This could also be like a wife, your wife. You could be a male watching this. This could be your mother. Like you're starting to realize some patterns that someone has. It's like you do this on purpose. It's like somebody could be trying to get you to spaz out so that it fits some type of narrative that them and other people are saying about you. Somebody is trying to make you look violent and make you look crazy. And I feel like you not fucking with that. I feel like you know what that is. We have the seven of swords and the high priestess. Yes, you you are aware of something. This is like somebody trying to bait you into arguing with someone. This is like imagine someone creating like negative circumstances and there's nothing going on. It's like for some of y'all, if you just chilling and all of a sudden you start arguing with somebody, that is a form of black magic. Like if it's literally nothing going on, but people are trying to say that you're the one that it's like you ain't doing shit. It's like if you just speaking make somebody upset, something is wrong. It's either this person is orchestrating something or their vessel is being used as a pawn to create chaos. What's the seven of swords and the high priestess? The eight of wands. This is projective energy. This could be coming from a Libra or a Taurus. It could even be coming from a Pisces. This could be another high priestess. Somebody is a liar. This could be, it's like somebody here is trying to act like they don't know what's going on, but they know exactly what's going on. I'm also getting too, if somebody constantly brings up your money and they know that that is the only thing that's holding you back, that's the whole thing. You're figuring somebody out in real time. We have the chariot. You will eventually move forward. I feel like fire signs, something is happening in real time. And I feel like you're starting to realize that by you saying anything gives somebody else a reaction. If this is like a parent, if this is like your friend, your sister, whatever, it's like this person is part of who is doing shit to you. And you're realizing that you're like, the energy is good, it's chill. Like, imagine something happening and somebody can't even tell you why that happened. Like, that doesn't make sense. This is like, okay, like, say for instance, I don't know, you have a kid, right? And you trying to figure out why your kid like hiding or something, and they just try to tell you it's nothing. You like, I know it's something because you don't normally act like that, or it's not doing. It's like something is starting to become to be more obvious, okay? Like why someone is doing it. It's like people could be using other people around you to get next to you because they can't get to you. This is like when you look, this could be a Gemini that's doing this, or something is happening during the month of June. It says you are an unstoppable force. So that's what it is. Somebody wants to prove that they can stop you. But I feel like the only thing that they may can do is slow something down. But even in that, the reason why it's like somebody never thought that you would be very patient. Look, why you be hiding from me? I feel like you don't fuck with this person. Whoever this June person is, this Cancer, this Gemini, I don't think you want to deal with this person. And I feel like somebody is trying to force a narrative. I don't think somebody believes that something really bad is going to happen to them if they keep overstepping their boundaries. I feel like you have stated within somebody like, "Hey, go on, do your own thing, go over there like I'm good." And somebody keep look, this person is older than you and we got the doctors is lying. I'm telling you, this could be an older person. Somebody clear here could be lying about their health records or lying about their medical records. Like somebody don't believe that you don't fuck with them anymore. And I feel like this is somebody where I feel like somebody is trying to attach their energy to you. So whatever they're mentally experiencing, they want you to act it out. So you could be moving on, worrying about your own thing, doing your own thing. And somebody over here is projecting negative energy towards you. It could be like to make you say things, spaz, something like that. It's like this person could want you to say the things that they're thinking. We have older and the doctors is lying. What is this? We have a spiritualist. This could be a older spiritualist. I'm telling you, you could be telling somebody that there's going to be some type of flood and somebody don't believe you. This doesn't have to be like you could have told somebody like, "Hey, this area is going to experience a lot of major flooding, a lot of raining." It's like something that you're saying, somebody don't believe you. We got something about two babies, so somebody could have kids. This could be an older person that have kids. I don't know. You could be older, and we got something about a deceased relative. So there's a deceased relative that is trying to come in and tell you. So look, we have a racist. So there's a deceased relative that is trying to tell you that somebody is racist, or there is a deceased person here that was fucking racist. I feel like somebody died because they were racist. It's like y'all think ancestors don't come back through certain people. So fire signs, it's like somebody here out here is dead because they racist, or somebody's going to die because they are racist. Like, I feel like somebody is trying to keep up something. Like, imagine somebody's father was Hitler or somebody's granddad. It's like somebody trying to make this spirit come back through somebody else. Like, I believe in reincarnation, but I also believe in people can be able to be in more than one place. I do feel like people have the ability to it's not astral project, it's not remote viewing. It's like where you can really experience something behind someone else's like lenses. I feel like somebody is trying to make you be racist and you could be another different nationality or another ethnicity. Somebody could have a deceased racist relative. And I feel like this person is trying to come back, or this energy keeps trying to attach to somebody. What is racist? We have a $1 million child. And we got German. So yeah, like this is giving me, I'm just gonna say it, this is giving me like Donald Trump comes from a racist family. His father was a Ku Klux Klan. Doesn't necessarily mean that he had to be a Ku Klux Klan, but it's like when sometimes your relatives be going through shit and they see how you going and they like that ain't our family dynamic. Like I don't want you fucking with no black people, none of this. It's like somebody's racist ass deceased relative is pissed off. For some of y'all, you need to stop, especially if somebody is of German descent. You like, I'm not fucking with you. You racist piece of shit. We got look, use discernment. I feel like you like, I don't want to fuck with you because of your family bloodline. You come from a bloodline of racist people. This is like somebody being like, well, why you don't want to work for me? Because you come from a line of people that are racist and you don't give a damn about them. So somebody's birthday could be in June, somebody could be a Cancerian, or somebody could be a Gemini. What is used discernment? We got tired and we got someone that's paranoid as hell. Yes. Whatever this is, somebody is projecting. It's like you're slowly but surely figuring something out about who somebody is affiliated with. Let's see, what else is this? We got lawsuits. Somebody also knows that you have the ability to sue them. So somebody's trying to wear you out. But I feel like somebody's like, this person is very strong. For some of y'all, this an old person that's trying to wear you out. Like you could be very youthful, very young. Somebody could be older than you or just older in nature. This could be an elderly person. Somebody is trying to wear you out, but you like, I wear you out before you wear me out. You be like, we not in the same energetic space. This could be a water sign, okay? You may end up suing this water sign, especially if this person is a friend. It says you will receive help and guidance. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe you got a water sign friend that may try to help you, but somebody knows that you have a real lawsuit that you can file against somebody. I feel like something is getting to be like dumb. Like something that somebody is doing or something that someone is agreeing to is going to get their ass caught up, especially if it's putting you in a place to make you have less than. We got I'm in love with someone that is transgender, and we got not your kid. So somebody here is going to find out that a child is not theirs, and they also are into someone that is a transgender. Now I'm also getting to there could be a transgender that told somebody that a kid is not theirs because why? Because they in love with your bitch ass. We got you so fine, and we got leaving in the middle of the night. We have this reader is telling the truth that somebody is dick whipped. We got an earth sign friend, and we got shots fired, and we got Florida. They think you crazy. This could be an African. Somebody live in Florida. Okay. Somebody think you crazy. This could be an earth sign friend. Maybe this earth sign and this water sign stay in Florida. Somebody think you crazy because maybe you are of African descent or there's an African that think you crazy. But somebody maybe like we got shots fired. Somebody this could be literal shots fired. Somebody may try to shoot up somebody that live in Florida or something may happen to somebody that's in Florida. I'm also getting too, somebody could think you lying or think you crazy about saying it's going to flood majorly in Florida. Somebody like, oh, you ain't no spiritualist, you not this, you not that, and then wait till they ass be waiting in the water in that damn water. You be like, let them sit there. We got hurricane warning. Florida. Florida. Y'all think a bitch is oh we got Florida. Where is that damn Florida card? Hurricane warning, Florida, major flooding. But somebody think you lying, fire sign. Somebody's like, oh, you're not a real spiritualist. You're not telling the truth. Let their ass motherfucking drown. They ain't listen to Noah when they built that damn ark and everybody wanted to get on the boat. God said, no, let their ass stay out there. Be like you ain't want to listen to it the first time when it started raining and then stop damn raining and then stop raining. Okay. I feel like you trying to forewarn somebody and somebody trying to be real ugly or whatever the case. You like, okay, drown then, nigga. Drown. I don't give a damn. Drown. Learn how to swim. Look, trying to ruin you financially. This could be somebody in San Francisco. Now somebody finna run overseas. It's like, nah, nigga. Imagine you an Asian person. You gonna go move to Japan. You gonna go move to Taiwan. Where you from, Mr. S? You gonna go move over there? Guess what? You can run, but you can't hide. You see how they just had that place in the Philippines? I said you can't run from weather. So you're gonna try to run since you know it's a lawsuit that can be filed against you because you know you've been helping the Chinese government while in YouTube, sir, sir. Now you want to move overseas because now you finna get caught the fuck up because you tried to ruin somebody financially. No, go ahead, take your ass over there. Earthquake, we gonna shake and rattle the world wherever you go, baby doll. Look, we got good grades. Somebody know you actually getting good grades. Somebody know you actually been doing well. So this could be somebody that tried to make it look like you wasn't doing well in school. They go look at your grades. You got straight A's the last semester. You got straight A's this semester. Somebody want to say that you slow. Then look, now somebody like, we sorry. Ain't no fucking sorry. You be like, nah, you gonna end up getting that shit back what you did. Ain't no sorry. Ain't no sorry. So I feel like somebody think you lying. Somebody real deal think you lying about whatever this weather is that you talking about. I feel like for some of y'all, I know for a fact, I just had a dream yesterday while I was taking a nap. And I literally saw lightning strike the side of a mountain, and it created part of that mountain to crack. So whatever this was, like, I want you to think about the equivalent, like the equivalent of when there's an avalanche or when there's a glacier that breaks off into the water, and it raises the sea levels, and sometimes that can create flooding and it can create earthquakes. But I saw in my dream yesterday, this was somewhere that was close to, like, these are mountains that was still close to, like, a city or a town, but it was also by a body of water. And I saw, like, when the lightning struck, like, okay, you know how you see the lightning, then you hear the big boom of thunder. This was like the lightning created a crack. Like, you could hear whatever that lightning struck. The lightning looked weaponized though. Like, it really gave like some strike down energy. But it hit the side of that mountain, and that mountain cracked, and it just started falling. And I feel like the pressure from that mountain falling created a earthquake. Look, we got haha bitch. So this is somebody that be laughing at you. So somebody be out this is somebody that could have a Libra child. Somebody be out here laughing at you, okay? We have you haven't been smiling much, and we have October. So this could be something about a Libra, okay? There could be someone who is pregnant. This could be a Libra, and somebody was laughing at you. This could be somebody that wear long nails. You like laugh if you want to, bitch. Do you live in Miami? Do you stay in Florida? You be like, because I promise you, if this is not I'm getting if this is not hurricane, like a hurricane making landfall in its big, I'm giving like a Hurricane Harvey situation. I think that was a situation where it wasn't the hurricane that fucked up Texas. It was the amount of water that storm dropped within that time. This could be what that is. A place could flood. And I'm talking about like torrential rains within a whole like 4 5 hours. And I feel like somebody playing in this energy because they just petty. You like, okay, drown, bitch. We got a lawyer. We got July, and you can smell death. I'm telling you, man, somebody here may pass away. This could be a lawyer. I'm telling you, anybody that has linked up or teamed up with somebody else to make something go negative for you, fire signs, this could be, you got July, you got October here, and you got June. So June and July could be very significant. October could be significant too. You could be dealing with a Cancer, a Leo, a Scorpio, a Libra, a Gemini, a Cancer. We got sex on the first day, and it says every time they wish death on you, you look younger. So, fire signs, I feel like you still looking youthful. I feel like you still look good, but somebody else out here looking like the Crips Creeper. They out here looking all rithered up and shit. What's making magic? Somebody want to know, is there still a chance? You like, no. We got look, it says, is there still a chance? It says yes. I feel like I don't know. We got stop thinking negatively. We got lying. We have Mason, and we have arrested. So I don't know. Somebody here could be a Mason and they got arrested. You like, that ain't got shit to do with me. I don't give a fuck. Like, I feel like fire signs, you have really cut something off. Like, you don't give a damn. And that's what somebody mad at. They like care about me. You like, I don't give a fuck. Leave me alone. We got backfire. Yeah, this is a backfire. Literally, this is a backfire. Somebody wants you to give a fuck about something you don't care about. You like, I don't care about that. We got peaceful. You could be really trying to take a peaceful route, okay? We got we got somebody will marry you. We got siblings. And we gotta think about it. You like, no. I feel like fire signs, you don't want to. I really feel like you don't want to get married to somebody no more. Like you don't want to be in a relationship. Like I feel like there is this situation could have turned you off from something. You like, no, I don't want to be a part of that. What is just think about it? We got take me on vacation. We got twins. We got a hairstylist and a flight delayed. And we got she wants me. This is a hoe. Like, this is a hoe, okay? Whoever this is, they are a hoe. Like, this is somebody that be wanting you to fight. I feel like fire signs, you like, I'm tired of reading that energy. You like, I don't want to talk about people in these stupid ass relationships no more. It's like somebody could be trying, it says trouble with kids. And it says you are protected in your choices. And we got this man that's freaking out. I feel like you don't give a damn. This could be like somebody's like, oh, I'm losing my mind. You like, go fucking find a nigga because I don't have it. Leave me alone. We got invisible spell. This is somebody that is trying to make you not be seen. It says, I'm in love with you and we never met. What? It says you are pregnant and we got northeast. This could be somebody that is on the northeast. I don't know how the fuck that would be, but I don't know. Somebody like you like if this is what you being in love with someone is like, fall out of something else. You like, please go do something else. We got older woman taking back your power. So you could be taking your power back. This could be an older couple, bro. And whoever the older man is in the relationship could have a thing for somebody that's younger than them. But I don't think you want this person. I feel like you like, man, you have gotten on my fucking nerves. You like, it's a no for me. So somebody tried to put some type of like invisibility cloak or something over you, your energy, so nobody pays you any attention. You like, okay, whatever. We have karmic celebs are losing money for manipulative tactics. Secret societies trying to harness your energy. We have something about a famous baby, and we got older than you. I'm telling you, somebody is older than you. We got a Virgo baby, phantom pregnancy, sex dreams, no more secrets. Whose baby is that? Why would I leave my person for you? Yeah. So for some of y'all, this could be somebody that it's like somebody's like, okay, why would I? You be like, get the fuck out my energy then. Like, stop playing with me. Like, I'm gonna teach you, don't play with me. I don't care who you is. You can get mad, you can feel however you feel about it, but don't play with me. So somebody could have tried to play with your feelings, play with your emotions, especially too when it came to a kid or it came to a child. Somebody's like, yeah, if I'm having a baby over here, why would I want to have a baby with you? Like this is like somebody being like, why would I leave my person for you? You like, bitch, don't nobody want to be with you. No fucking way, nigga. You like you the one that's trying to keep somebody or stay in somebody energy and they trying to get the fuck away from you. We got trying to affect your health. So for some of y'all, if you are pregnant, somebody don't want you to have a baby, you like, bitch, I don't want your baby no goddamn way. We got materialistic. This is somebody that like if this is a man that uses money or materials to try to like this is a man that uses money to try to get you to like see you like, bro, I don't give a fuck what you got. Leave me alone. I feel like you are not into someone. Like, I really genuinely feel like you are not into someone. Like, you are not into being bought by somebody. You want to be around somebody you enjoy. And I feel like whoever you could be around now, you do not enjoy this person. We got Canada and we got run. So I don't know. Somebody could try to run somewhere to Canada. Like, I feel like you are really turned off by how someone treats you. Like, really turned off. What is you are pregnant? We got a greedy baby. We got finish line. So somebody's about to get ready to have their baby in June or July, I guess. We got that bitch trash. So the person who is pregnant, I don't know. This could be somebody that's coming for you. You like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like somebody could want you to compete with them, or they think you compete with them over a nigga you don't want. I feel like you tired of this narrative. We gotta do it for the right reasons. And we got other baby mom. So this could be somebody's other baby mama that's pregnant. You like, bitch, you like you want this baby? You be like, you I feel like for some of y'all, if you pregnant by somebody you don't want to be with, you like, do you want me to get this baby to your other woman so y'all could be a happy fucking family? You'll never have to see me ever again in my motherfucking life. Like, is that what you want? We got past life energy. Stop using me. We got listen to jazz music, get into the bag, and we got boss energy. So, or boss baby. So, give me more about this other baby mama. This is some low vibrational ass energy. We got best friends. So, somebody's other baby mama could be like somebody that used to be your best friend. So you gonna find out why somebody don't talk to you no more. You like you be like, you trick ass bitch. You be like, I don't want shit to fucking do with you. Like, I feel like for some of y'all, somebody's like, you burning bridges because of your mouth. People know what the fuck they doing to you. I don't owe nobody no explanation of how I should feel or how you feel like I should speak to you when you know for a fact that you doing flawed and fucked up shit to somebody for no fucking reason. Like, the fuck? Like, imagine somebody real deal wants you beefing with them over some stupid shit. You like, you want me beefing with you over a person that I don't give a fuck about. Like, make it make sense. Like, imagine somebody pregnant. Imagine a man got your best friend pregnant or some shit like that, or this used to be your best friend. And this is somebody that think you like, I don't give a fuck about that shit. We ain't, if this is somebody that date, we ain't friends, bitch. Like, I'm not supporting that shit. I'm not supporting people that purposely do shit to try to get up under your skin. Fuck out of here. We got Ontario, so somebody could be from Ontario, Canada. Somebody could have had baby with your best friend just to get back at you. Whether this is a man or a woman, you like, okay, whatever. We got It's Lit. We got Keep Trying. We got TikTok. So for some of y'all, I don't know, maybe you ain't had no baby. I feel like for some of y'all, I feel like there is somebody out here, you could be like me. You are dodging the fuck out of me and you like, leave me alone. I don't want to sleep with y'all. It's because it's like you finally became aware of something. The men that are haranguing you down are energy vampires. They not there to love you. They not there to care for you. They not there to treat you well. They're there to use you. This is like people purposely going after people that they know that they're not attracted to, but they know that that person's attracted to them. So that's how they keep that cyclic of crazy energy going on. I'm not attracted to you, but I'm going to stay in your energy so you can be crazy about me. So you chase me. You like, fuck out of here. You be like, the only thing you better chase is your motherfucking tail, dirty ass dog ass nigga. I'm telling you, you better start. I feel like you better start talking to somebody like any type of damn way. You like, I told you, don't, if you try to force me to do something that I don't want to do in that manner when you know it's demeaning, I don't give a damn how you feel about it. So if this is like a man trying to force you to be in a relationship, this is like somebody that's getting mad. You like, but I told you, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I'ma embarrass you. Leave me alone. Get out my energy. We got money is protected. We got miscarriage. I feel like for some of y'all, you like, please, can I have a miscarriage? You like, some of y'all, you may be praying for a miscarriage. I'm not talking about anybody that want to have a baby. Like, I'm talking about somebody where you feel like somebody tried to trap you. You like, I don't fucking want no baby. We got Isis. I see you in my dreams. Aries, Scorpio, Snow in South America. So something could be significant about an Aries or Scorpio. Who is this Aries or Scorpio? So this is the person that really wants you to have this baby by them, this Aries or Scorpio. You like, I don't give a fuck. No. We got spinning the block for you. You like, please spin on, spin out, get away. I don't want to deal with that shit. Like, I feel like for some of y'all, you are dead ass serious. You like, I don't want to be with you. I want to be by myself. So this could be somebody that is trying to make your life really hard because they like, I want you to need me. You like, leave me alone, bitch. Like you got me really want to turn up on you. Like I'm not in a space to where I want to be nice to you. Like I don't want to love on you. I don't want to be loved by you. I want to be left the fuck alone. We have something going on with a governor. So it's like this could be politics, and this is making you even mad. It's like your whole constitution could be like wherever you live, somebody could be like a political person. This could be somebody that is trying to force you to look you like, bitch, leave me alone. Like people are starting to see your true light because you ain't backing down. And I feel like, look, we have arrogance. They starting to feel it now, getting fired for stealing. Everything is backfiring and paying off debts. Somebody could have stole something from you so that they could pay off their debt. And this is why they are doing something to you. So everything about to hit the fan. This is an arrogant ass person that could have did something. Everything is hitting the fan. So they starting to feel it. Somebody is feeling it. Like your presence is not around. And I feel like you're making your energy and your presence known that you don't want to be around this man, whoever this is, this relationship. Somebody could be getting a lot of people involved. And you like, man, I don't fuck with you. Like you like, I don't fuck with you. You like if you like you made people not like me, I'm gonna make them hate me even more. You think I'm nasty now, bitch? I'm finna be fucking disgusting. Like I don't fuck with you. Like whoever this man is, you like I don't fuck with you. If this is an Aries or a Scorpio, you like I don't fuck with you. We got rejection is God's protection. We got USA. The past is coming up. We have universal, we have new job. You could be getting a new job, and this is why somebody bullying you. They like, oh, so you really gonna move away? You like, because I'm not fit. Like, imagine somebody at YouTube, right? Fucking like hacks your fucking shit. And then they know how to hack other things and or they got ties to this, so they hack your emails so where it looks like you're not getting a job, or it looks like you're not doing this. Somebody could even be as crazy as to call people and be like, yeah, you shouldn't hire this person. You like, you are fucking insane. What's new job? What is new job? We got collaborations. We got something about a plane. We got a supervisor, a tarot reader, and an accidental death. I'm telling you, that's what somebody's trying to do. Somebody is trying to set up somebody's death to look accidental. This is a supervisor. Somebody is trying to either like set up a plane crash or something like that. You like, nigga, can you just take your hateful ass on? It's like you so fucking hateful that you don't want nobody to sue you for what the fuck you have done to them, but you want to try to kill them because you don't want people to know that you really a evil, racist ass prick. What supervisor? This person feels like you are a natural beauty. And then we got fat fetish. So if you are a fat woman, a fat man, this person like fat people, and this is why they bully you because they actually like you behind the scenes. They have a fetish, but in front of other people, this is somebody you like, nigga. You could literally go drop on the off the face of the fucking earth, and I would not give a damn about you. What is take a pregnancy test? So somebody wants you to take a pregnancy test in a year. So I don't know. So I don't know, maybe for some of y'all, you're gonna take a pregnancy test in a year. Maybe you'll be pregnant next year from now. So I guess June of 2027. We got clover energy and we got a settlement. So something about a settlement payment or something about a settlement. We got lying on the stand. So somebody's lying on the stand to get some type of settlement. We got mood swings. So somebody lying about your mood swings, like somebody's like, yeah, this person's incompetent. They need medication. You like, bitch, I don't take none of that shit. So for some of y'all, somebody could also try to get like a illegitimate doctor to write up some paperwork that's not true, that's stating like, oh, you're on this medication. And you like, bitch, I don't even know what that is. I've never seen that a day in my life. It says people are starting to get real nervous. Yeah, because you're going to fucking jail. Like you're going to jail. You're trying to literally orchestrate someone's life, and that's dangerous. What is people starting to get nervous? We got a missed period. So for some of y'all, maybe you're not pregnant, but somebody else is, okay? Like somebody else could be expecting a child. We got drawn, and I feel like you drew the line. We got drawn the line in the sand and access to denied. So whoever fucking having a baby out here, you cut their ass off. You like, I'm not dealing with that drama. I'm not dealing with that shit. You don't get no play, no nothing from over here. Access is denied. We got believe it, you're pregnant. We have a hidden pregnancy. Somebody too may try to leak someone's nude photos. You like, I don't give a damn. Like, I don't give a damn. Like, so somebody may try, if you send somebody pictures of you, they may try to leak your photos. You like, you still block, bitch. Leak them. One, two, three, release them. One, two, three, release them. What's hidden pregnancy? We got $1,000. You got the job. Something about a boy and girl. Somebody don't like it says you have to make better decisions. Things will get better. We got $100. We got family supports you, and you made me on purpose. So for some, look, it says breaking up with your husband, your baby dad, or your boyfriend. So you broke up with this person and you don't want them back. Like somebody is really like this was not part of a plan. You like I'm so serious about not if I was pregnant, I'm so serious about not going back to the past that I would give their family. I said either my family could take the child or somebody else fucking family. It's like you are imagine you already set somebody up to not be in a good space and you like no nigga, you can raise that shit on your own. We got important findings. We got television. We got October. I'm definitely getting an October Scorpio or an October Libra. We got a huge tower moment and we got a porn star. Somebody could be a porn star or someone works within that shit. This could be a porn star that's having a baby. We got girlfriends. So somebody's girlfriend is a porn star. You like, nigga, please get away from me. So I don't know. So maybe somebody's girlfriend is going to leak some photos, or some type of pictures is going to get leaked of some, and you're going to know who someone's girlfriend is. You like, I don't give a damn. You entitled to be with whoever you want to be, but you ain't entitled to be with me though. We got $25,000. It says a marriage or a marriage proposal about to make everyone mad, and it says I want to take care of you. What is this? We got walking right into a trap. For some of y'all, I'm for real. I feel like somebody's like, I think you're projecting. You like, no, man. I really feel like somebody here, you don't want whatever this is. Who is this person that is talking about proposing to you, fire signs? We have the Two of Cups. I don't know. Maybe you're already in a relationship with somebody. This could be a Cancer. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Judgment. We have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like fire signs. This is somebody that feels like they have to control their spouse's money. So somebody could purpose, like somebody could have government ties. Somebody could be literally playing in your energy. They're going to get sued for that, fire signs. Like the Queen of Wands, this is you. And we got the Queen of Swords. I feel like you could be in this energy, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, like you is not fucking playing. We got the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So these are all people that work with you. So all these people work with you, work around you. And it's like people are trying to infiltrate your space to stop something. You like, I don't want to get married. You like the fact that somebody would believe you over me, fuck that shit. We got the Queen of Pentacles. It's nothing but women here. So whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, her bitch ass over here worried and shit. You like for what? Because you know you created this whole situation just to get you some fucking money. Just to get you some fucking money. This is a Virgo. This could be a Virgo or a Taurus. I'm not really getting a Capricorn, but it can be like you looking at somebody real screw face inside out because you like you created this whole fucking stupid ass shit, bitch, just so you could get some goddamn money. That's why your ass in fucking hiding. We had a ten, and you know it. That's the you know it. You trying to make it look like something else, and you want to make it look like somebody bullying you, but it's like no, it's like somebody been pointing. You created this whole shit because you broke and you wanted some money. You wanted some money. And it's like you use aspects of yourself in your life to obtain that. All you wanted was some fucking money. The three of wands, the star card, the world, and the devil. You, it's like this is like somebody trying to act like they not a devil, but it's like you played the devil's game to still get this money. So you ain't no better than the person that you trying to get locked up or whatever the case may be. Stop fucking playing. Like y'all be, it's like people be wanting you to talk to them all sweet and nice, but you're not doing sweet and nice shit to get what you trying to get. This is a whole like conglomerate of people. This is for women. So you could be a female and there's women in all these spaces that don't want to see you have something. Yeah, this is where you work at. This could be a government job. So somebody don't want to see you get something and you like for what? The six of swords. Cuz I feel like this is like too somebody don't like the way you tell the truth, but am I lying though? Like it don't matter if you don't like the way the truth is being expressed. Am I lying though? Like, I feel like you're looking at somebody that you don't like the way how I say something, or you don't like what's, but is it a lie though? That's the whole point. It's like somebody could try to gaslight you and make you be like, is it a lie though? For some of y'all, this could even be as deep as something else. Like you could be somebody where people around you wanted you to be an Eastern Star or a Mason because they feel like, bro, you really you naturally do well. You like, I didn't sign up for a fraternity or sorority when I was in school. I don't care about that shit. I've never felt like I needed things like that to express myself. But it's like because some of y'all be bullies and y'all mad that you can't be affiliated with certain gifts or certain things that other people have, this is why you try to affect them or this is why you try to attack them. It's like you hate when people are understanding like what the hell is going on. Hold up. Oh, okay. I wanted to pull something is telling me pull some of these weather cards because I was like, I or pull something else. 'Cause I was like, where is the other deck? Somebody's name could be Charlene or Charlotte or something is significant about Charlotte, North Carolina. Or is it Charlotte, South Carolina? I don't know. Where is Charlotte? I think Charlotte's in North Carolina. I heard the name Damien or Demonte. I've been hearing the name Demonte a lot. And I've been channeling Square Biz. I be knowing that I be channeling because after I be finishing certain messages and I get them out, it's like my energy go right back to feeling a certain type of way. Flashback, who's that dancing to the latest? I'm talking Square Biz to you, baby. We for some of y'all, we are really watching people play Illuminati games in our face, but swear it ain't Illuminati games. And it's all over fucking money. You like, bitch, you not gonna get me caught up in that shit because I'll blow your whole fucking stack up. Be like, You be like, this ain't fake. Like, stop fucking playing with me. It's like, if you want to make your money, but don't include me in that fucking shit. Because once you try to include me in that shit and you get mad because you can't control what you want me to say or what you want me to do, and then you want to try to control how I get my own funds and shit like that, it's like, yeah, you on your fucking own. You ain't gonna use and abuse my energy. We got a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody want to be lovers and friends. You like, fuck no. This is your boss. For some of y'all, this is your boss. You like, leave me alone. This is like somebody you almost are in the space like you're the reason why I'm about to quit this fucking job because I hate you. You like, you have literally turned my insides into something else because you're fucking weird. Like, if this is your boss is strange. Your boss wants to be lovers and friends, and you like, no. We got something about an earth sign masculine. And we got this person is guilty by association. So you know that this Virgo is working with this council or this Scorpio. And it's about what? Your inheritance. So it's about money. So everybody's doing all of this shit trying to set you up. But guess what? You still choose to move forward. This is why it's like everything that people have done, they thought if they took your job away, they thought if they got the people around you to bully you, to try to make you spaz, to try to make you fight them, put your hands on them. They thought if they did all of this, that it would equate to help them keep whatever this is. You like, fuck that shit. For some of y'all, you don't even want this money. You don't want what you like. Why is it you have such a hard time accepting the fact that I want to do this by myself? Like, imagine somebody keep trying to make you compete over something and you like, what is wrong with you? Like, you're really looking at somebody, you're like, what is wrong with you? So I don't know, your boss could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and you're like, look, I don't like the way you handle shit. You are a bully. What makes you think that somebody would want to be romantically tied to you and this is how you treat them? The fuck is wrong with you? You don't like the way people speak to you. Stop treating them the way that you treat them. You're treating somebody like this because of fucking money that they don't even give a fuck about. Your bitch ass materialistic. Your friends, is that your friend? Your friends, they're materialistic. They care about that materialistic shit. We have inheritance. You could be a Leo woman. This is about your money. Your beauty intimidates somebody. You like, what you want me to do about that shit? Do you want me to literally go and be like, I'm sorry, God made me look like this? You be like, hey, I got one discrepancy. I'm fat. Y'all hate fat people. So there is that. Imagine. You could be a Leo female and your beauty intimidate other people. You like, the fuck am I? This is why somebody keep trying to do beauty spells. I want you to be ugly. You be like, but imagine you try to still do weight gain spells and somebody like, well, I like that fat. This is like somebody be like, you remember the only thing that really did get to Regina George is when she gained weight. So y'all could have a Katie around you that really wanted to be like you could have been the real like Regina George, but in a different way. Like you know how to get to people. But somebody you be like, you want to be me, bitch? You the black Regina George for real? This could be a fucking Aquarius. You like, bitch, I'm so fucking tired of your bitch ass out here playing in people energy. It's like you want sympathy so fucking much, and you're not going to get that shit because you're not a fucking victim. I feel like somebody want you to sympathize with you. Like, ain't nobody fucking sympathizing with you. You do that shit, and you do not want to be held accountable for that shit. Fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck no more. If you got a problem, keep getting your sugar daddy Jay-Z to keep fucking that shit up. Or let's talk about your other sugar daddy. Is it liar or is it fucking the one that's in jail too? It's like, stop fucking playing, bro. Like, y'all be out here playing. It's like everybody in that whole fucking crew of shit. And you be like, then you get to the fucking record labels. Y'all done talk so much. It's like y'all can have all that shit. Because you gotta compete with people to get that shit and it still ain't doing fucking nothing. And you wanna say you depressed. Why the fuck you depressed, bitch? Don't you got everything? Then you get everything you want. You set niggas up to get fucking money because you thought money was better than having friends. You thought being skinny and being pretty was better than having all of that other shit. But then you want people in your corner and it's nobody fucking them because they know the real you. Y'all be want people to forget. It's like you really have a real mean girl spirit. Y'all be want to act like it's like, no, you'll be a girl's girl if that girl is going against somebody else that you don't fucking like. Weak ass. Weak ass. That shit weird. We got a direct deposit. So now somebody like, okay, we'll get you. Fuck that shit. You be like, y'all done play so damn much. It's like now somebody's like, no, just get you be like, fuck that shit. You could never sit in the shoes that you tried to make other people walk in. If they put them same shoes on your motherfucking feet, you a fool. Half of y'all could never sit in the shoes or wear the shoes that y'all wanted other people to wear. The path that you wanted them to walk down. What is going on with this inheritance? We got something about May. So there could be a Taurus here, or something should have came to you in May. You never got it. We got tornado sightings and massive flooding. Y'all think this a game? This is still who reading them on? I'm still in fire sign readings, and then I just get Florida major flooding. We got tornado sightings and massive flooding, and this was May. I don't know if this happened in May. What is this? What are these weather events? We got pregnant by husband. So somebody's pregnant by somebody's husband, or somebody here is pregnant. Somebody here could be pregnant by somebody's husband, and somebody could be having doubles like twins. Because it says multiples, but I feel like I'm telling you, somebody over here don't want to have no fucking baby. Like somebody like, bro, I'm cool off that shit. Like, I'm cool off that shit. What else is this? We got SpaceX. We got a large eruption. We got a super volcano and a caldera. Maybe I'm telling you, I don't know what caldera because I know you got the Long Valley caldera. You got the Yellowstone caldera, but that's not close to water though. I'm getting like SpaceX. So this is like something dealing with this energy. So Elon Musk's big head ass, this is his shit. What is caldera? It says someone thinks that you are weird, but they're intrigued. So somebody is looking at. So I'm telling you, I don't know if this has something to do with the dream that I had. I don't know if this lightning struck a caldera, but calderas is in the ground. Calderas appear in the ground. They okay. So we have a earthquake of a 7.0. We have a volcanic eruption. We got the NOAA and we got Los Angeles. Then we got a 5.0 or to a 6.0. Baby, baby, baby. Y'all think I be over here fucking lying. So y'all mean to tell me that it's a possibility that we finna have one of these super volcanoes erupt. Y'all know that that shit can block, like, this could be why I feel like somebody could be trying to keep a bitch in Alabama. But I'm like, shit, fuck that shit. I get out the damn country. You be like, Alabama, if that shit happened over there, this is one of the few places that you would like to be. Because as much as that ash would, especially depends on the type of eruption it would be. If it's a major eruption, but look at what we got. Look at what we got. Look at what we got. We got LA. Let's look at these cards, okay? We got Caldera. Hey Siri, what is a caldera?
A caldera is a large cauldron like hollow that forms shortly after the emptying of a magma chamber in a volcanic eruption. Do you want me to keep reading?
Sure.
The ejection of large volumes of magma in a short time can upset the integrity of a magma chamber's structure by, in effect, removing much of the chamber's filling material. The walls and ceiling of a chamber may then not be able to support its own weight in any substrate or rock resting above.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hey Siri,
Uh huh.
what caldera is
You're
located?
4252 Candlebrook Lane, Bessemer,
Why the fuck would you? What the fuck? What is what calderas? What calderas are in California? So we have the Long Valley caldera is a volcanic caldera in Eastern California that is adjacent to Mammoth Mountain. The valley is one of the Earth's largest caldera, measuring about 20 miles long and 11 miles. So it runs 3,000 feet deep. Hey Siri, can you show me a picture of Mammoth Mountain? Is Mammoth Mountain by an ocean? See, this is how I know that somebody fucking with my devices, because when I start talking about this shit, why all of a sudden you want to try to show somebody my fucking address of where I live? This motherfucker, this council, I'm so fucking sick of being connected to Elon Musk's energy. I want nothing to do with you. You are a weirdo. Like a weirdo. Get the fuck out my energy. It's like people that are very, very wealthy, they feel like they have the contingency to be able to energy harvest off people that they think ain't nothing. Like, I don't like you, and you know I don't fucking like you. You have beef with Donald Trump. I don't give a fuck about what y'all got going on. I said, you are already trying to make your way in a place where you're not even really from here. Leave me the fuck alone. I know for a fact that the shit that I be saying is real. And I'm like, so we have a caldera, we have a super volcano, and we have a large eruption. So we got SpaceX. So does this have something to do? Is like, is this company doing something to, are they studying this? Because we also have the NOAA, and that's the people who study the hurricanes. We got a 6.0, we got a 5.0, 6.0 earthquake. We got a volcanic eruption, and then we got a 7.0, 8.0 earthquake. So this is giving me, like, when they give an earthquake first, you know how you have the first shake and like, or that precursor, and then they have a lot of other earthquakes in that space that's that size, and then they'll have that big one. Yeah, it's giving that. So what else is this? So what's going on with this weather? Shit, I don't even know what. So, and I told y'all, look, we got LA, Los Angeles. Like, I keep getting California. We got something about Verizon. trying to steal your sauce, but you got the recipe. Like, people really get upset when you say that you don't wanna fool with them. You like, "Bro, I don't owe anybody anything when it comes to that. Like, if I don't wanna deal with you, I don't have to. Just the same way if you don't wanna deal with me, you don't have to. You don't have to force yourself." We got the San Andreas fault line. I just, like, screenshot a photo of that. Hey Siri, where is the San Andreas fault line located?
I found one option: San Andreas Fault Trail in La Honda, about 1,991 miles.
I think that's somewhat close to LA too. Somebody here could have gray or blue eyes. We got celebrity status and they mad. You like, we don't give a fuck. We got torrential rain. I'm telling you, it's about to be a lot of interesting weather like phenomenons. And I'm getting California and I'm also getting Florida. So look, we got Pacific Ocean and then we got Florida. The Pacific Ocean is not by Florida though. This is like, so I'm telling you, something has been I told you something has been disturbed in the water. And you want to know what's crazy? Like, now, I don't know how much I be believing in the mythical creatures that they say be in the ocean, but what is that thing called? The Leviathan? The what is that? I can't pronounce it correctly. Leviathan? The Leviathan. I told you something been disturbed in the water and it's just been creating a lot of like, just it's a lot of disturbances that has to deal with water-based things. We got Miami. We literally got Florida twice, Miami. We got a snowstorm and then we got Alaska. So it's like weird weather events. If you go watch Day After Tomorrow, I'm telling you, go look at that damn reading that I did October 11th, 2024. But I posted it sometime in October of 2024, but I recorded it earlier. It's about the rain. It's about the rain a hell of a lot. Hey Siri, where is SpaceX's headquarters?
The answer I found is Starbase.
Where is this located?
You're at 4252.
Oh, where is SpaceX located? Where's the main place located? Because this is like, I'm like, y'all keep trying to give my fucking location, and I'm like, stop doing it. And I feel like somebody's doing that shit on purpose. Is this fucking King of Cups? Stop trying to make people see my fucking location because you know you fucking spying on people. Oh, dumbass nigga. Like, stop that. People be getting, I'm telling you, this is why y'all keep trying to set up people to either make them look incompetent or make them fucking look crazy, or try to set them up to make them look like they have an accidental death because they be knowing shit. But then when shit starts to happen to y'all, so I'm finna see where the fuck is SpaceX located. Cause I'm like, I know it's something in Texas, but is there something in Florida? So Starbase, Texas. Okay. And then Hawthorne, California. Yeah. I feel like, okay. So this is that stupid shit too. You got the Kennedy Space Center. This is in Florida. And you know Donald Trump been trying to get his name, but like that shit is dumb. So McGregor, Texas is where they do the testing of their rockets and stuff like that. So mainly they're in Texas. Like, I don't like Elon Musk, like, at all. I don't like the shit that he tries to do to people over here, especially if he feel like nobody sees him as the greatest person alive. Him and Donald Trump the same fucking person. I'm sorry. Nicki Minaj can go down that damn route, but it's for money. We got Haitian, so somebody here could be Haitian. And we got something about HBO. What else is here? Give me more anything else about weather. So somebody here could be on tour, whatever. We got Salem witch trials, we have road opener, and then we have something about a basketball player. So who is this basketball player? Something about $4,000, and we have a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So I don't know. Somebody could have paid $4,000 to do something. This basketball player, they could be in the NBA. I don't fucking know. Or maybe something about $4,000. So we have an Eastern Star, we have a Freemason, and we got Scientology. So yeah. Hey Siri, what exactly is Scientology? Hey Siri, what exactly is Scientology?
Scientology is a set of beliefs and practices created by the American author L. Ron Hubbard. Do you want me to keep reading?
Sure.
Hubbard initially presented his ideas in 1950 as a form of talk therapy called Dianetics. He later expanded and reframed those ideas as a religion, which he named Scientology. In 1953, he founded the Church of Scientology, which, by one 2014 estimate, had around 30,000 members.
Okay. So we got ring in pocket, doing spell work to mess with your stability. So somebody that wants to marry by Siri. So somebody that wants to marry you is doing spell work on your money. So this person wants you to be a broke ass or a broke bitch or a broke ass nigga so that they can take care of you, so that they can keep you on you like nah. You like I'm good. We got five. It's like so now somebody want you like fuck that shit. You like now that I know why you are trying to block money, you like fuck it. Keep whatever the fuck you got. I still don't give a fuck about you. Like, I feel like something has turned you all the way off because somebody wants control over you. You like, no, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I don't think somebody don't get it. You like, I'm not fucking with you. Like, I feel like you ain't changed your mind yet. It says, why you act like you don't love me? I feel like because you don't. Like, I feel like you have moved past this. Like, I feel like maybe you didn't fell out of love or you don't want to do this no more. Something about a publishing company. What else is here? So we got Aurora Borealis, we got Texas, South Carolina, and we got Russia. I don't know, it could be something significant about all these places, okay? So we got the Aurora Borealis. Maybe you are going to be able to see that in these places. Hey Siri. Hey Siri, what is the Aurora Borealis?
The aurora borealis, also known as the northern lights, is a natural light display that typically occurs in the Earth's northern polar regions. It is caused by the collision of gas particles in the Earth's atmosphere with charged electrons from the sun's atmosphere. This answer is from Worldwide Travel Tips and ThoughtCo.com.
Okay, thank you.
Sure thing.
So it says if I can't have you, nobody can. So this is how somebody feels. This could even be a job. They like this is like somebody that is like, I place claim over you. You like try it if you want to. So someone's like, if I can't have you, you shall die. You like, go first, bitch. Like this is like, I like my women to be skinny, fat as fuck, not losing weight. You're gonna die of obesity. I'll do it. That's fine. Like I feel like you're basically doing something so somebody could leave you the fuck alone. You like, I don't want to be liked by you. So somebody's like, well, I like my women skinny. You like, okay, go find your fucking skinny ass bitch then. It's not over here. So we got Leo, Sag, Aries. So you could be a fire sign dealing with a water sign. So you could be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We got Gemini energy here, and we got single mother. So I don't know. Maybe somebody here is a single mother. They're mad because you're like, bitch. You like, look, I'm good. We got Geostorm. Hey Siri, what is a geostorm?
Here's what I found about Geostorm. What if, in the wake of more than a decade of devastating weather events, we finally found a way to control Mother Nature and the destruction her tirades entail? Would you like to hear more?
Yes.
When catastrophic climate change endangers Earth's very survival, world governments unite and create Project Dutch Boy, a global net of satellites surrounding the planet
So
that
what do y'all
geolocation
think Dutch boy is in this world?
disasters. After successfully protecting the planet for 2 years, something is starting to go wrong. Two estranged brothers, Gerard Butler, Jim Sturgis, are tasked with solving the program's malfunction before a worldwide geostorm can engulf the planet.
So in the movie Geostorm, they created Dutch boy. But what do we have here? CERN. Where does that collide? Like if you look at what Dutch boy was and you look at what CERN is, what exactly is CERN? We don't know exact. They don't tell us anything about what CERN does. It's not HARP. It's two totally different things. That is a something collider. I forgot. Hey Siri,
Mm-hmm.
what exactly is CERN?
The European Organization
What exactly is CERN?
The European Organization for Nuclear Research, known as CERN, is an intergovernmental organization that operates the largest particle physics laboratory in the world. Would you like to hear more?
Sure.
Established in 1954, it is based in Meran, a western suburb of Geneva, on the France Switzerland border. It comprises 25 member states. Israel, admitted in 2013, is the only full member geographically out of Europe. CERN is an official United Nations General Assembly observer.
What is the purpose of CERN?
Sir is an honorific term used to address a man in a polite and respectful manner. It is a way to acknowledge their social status, authority, or position of respect.
What is
This
the
answer is from
purpose
Chat.
of CERN? CERN.
CERN is the world's largest particle physics laboratory. It was established for the purpose of collaborative research
But
into.
they work hand in hand though.
This answer is from howstuffworks.com and Britannica.
Because a lot of what they do at in CERN, it has to do with the fact of dark matter and utilizing that. But I'm like, everything works together. I'm not really getting it's like imagine they're telling you that CERN is this, but it's really something else. Like it's the particle thingy, but exactly what does it do? Like imagine if it's a part, it's like if it's the particle, then what exactly does it do? I feel like they work hand in hand. And if you've been thinking about it, it's like there's been a lot of countries that have been meeting up lately because I'm telling you, there has been weather events that's been happening and they're not talking about it. These things, like, we are so desensitized from the internet. What do they only show us? The only things that they fucking show us is like stupid politics. Like, why is it like let me go back over here. Why is it that nobody really talked about the fact that the mayor of Arcadia, and this is in California, was arrested and pleaded guilty to being a spy for the Chinese government? Nobody talked about that. Nobody spoke about that. And she was elected, I think, this year. They swept that shit under the rug. How about the fact that when the hantavirus and what happened to the hantavirus? Every time there's something that deals with sex trafficking or these government officials looking crazy, they give you a distraction to distract from the fact that they don't want you to look at that shit. So when we had the Hannah virus, why they didn't tell you that 28 Disney employees were arrested off a fucking cruise for child pornography and sex trafficking? But when you looked that shit up, the only fucking thing that they showed you was the Hannah virus. It was an Asian woman, and she pleaded guilty. Guilty. She didn't try to plead. The fuck? I said, y'all, I said, that's treason. How many years she gonna get? I said, treason in the States, that shit plausible by death. You literally hold, you literally hold, you held a US government position, was elected office, and proceeded to be a spy in one of the largest states that we have, close to, hey Siri, where is Arcadia?
Here it is on the map.
Hey Siri, what is Arcadia close to?
Here it is on the map.
I'm finna see. Because if you notice, the hantavirus just died out after that shit. I said, this world is so fucking. Look, Arcadia is a city inside of Los Angeles County. It's in Los Angeles. So you mean to tell me in one of the most popular cities in California sat a fucking Asian woman that was a fucking spy for the Chinese government? And y'all want us, Donald Trump over here, we need to pick, fuck Iran right about now. What the fuck you doing over here? Like, you don't even discuss that shit. And you want to know what's crazy? She wasn't elected. You can't blame Joe fucking Biden because she was elected, I think, in February of this year. So you know how you would be like, I'm gonna blame Joe Biden for everything, but you can't fucking blame Joe when that shit happened under your shit. Even though she did get arrested and plead guilty, it's like, how the fuck does that person even get that far in the first place? Like, if you was to go look up that thing with the sex trafficking with the kids on the Disney cruise, right? It's like now if you was to search that, but when you were searching cruise, I said Hannah virus and that was happening at the same time. They kept them people on that damn boat. I said now, I said it's probably something else going on in Africa as to why they want us to focus on the fucking Ebola. Ebola always been around here. It's like it's the shit that y'all are doing. Let's talk about the fact that y'all be talking about fraud within the US government, but where the fuck are all the funds that y'all are taking from education? It's like it keeps, I'm like, you wanted to create a $1.8 billion slush fund to help your thug ass friends that helped you create fucking chaos. But if anybody, I'm like, you should have been incarcerated for that insurrection because you know that you were behind that to create a slush fund. Donald Trump is a white criminal thug. He is a white collar thug. But he loved to call other people thugs. He is a white collared thug. And I feel like people be like, you be just so, who else be fucking passionate? It's like they want to kill us, the people that trying to make you be like, bro. I said, if you really want to make a fucking I'm like, no, if you want to make a world a better place, take your look. No, Michael, I'm sorry. I don't think that's the right thing to do this time. We can start with the man in the mirror. But some of these people love what they fucking see. They'll never change. We don't need enough we don't have enough people that want to fucking look in the mirror. People want to destroy the mirror. They want to create their own image in the mirror. What you see is what is not there. No. But they'll say, oh, we want to protect women. No, the fuck you don't. You're not protecting women and kids. You're not doing nothing. I'm like, why is it that shit? I said, and y'all want to know? I said, Florida. Y'all over here again. I said that shit's so crazy. A earthquake happened in Cuba, but they had to shut down Disney World. They shut down Disney World when they had the earthquake. That's what I heard. They had to make sure to rise because they felt it there. I said, oh, you gonna really feel it because y'all utilize these children-based companies and y'all create all of this shit to harvest off of children, but you make it look beautiful. You make it look serene. I said, fuck that shit. We'll fuck this whole world up before I keep being and sitting here allowing people to just do shit any type of fucking way. Y'all followed me in the fucking hospital and harmed my kid because you don't want me to have more babies that's like me. The same reason, let's look at it with the Leviathan. Y'all said it was two of them when two becomes one, right? When two becomes one, because y'all didn't want that shit to procreate. You didn't want it to have another. It's like imagine you get treated in the same spirit of that shit. They think you evil. You think it's evil because we could see your real evil ass ways. Everything always evil when niggas can't see who the fuck you is or when you can see them for who they are. People love to call you evil or call shit evil, but don't actually want to look into what the hell you be saying. Like imagine somebody be like, oh, you having some money issues, so you gotta be a bum, you gotta be a crackhead. It's like, bitch, I have money problems. Yes, I have had those. But I said I also know how to make money. And I have made money. I said, but right now, that's not what the fuck I be worried about. I said I really want to make the world a different place for real, for real. And it's like, sometimes I don't necessarily agree with having to use violence, but it's like sometimes that's the only way a lot of you motherfuckers like know shit until shit get fucked up. Like people real deal want you focused on a relationship. I said, I got real like dreams, goals, aspirations, and you want me to sit here and be a fat bimbo ass bitch and suck on y'all penises all goddamn day. That's all you think I'm good for. You don't care about my mind. You don't care about my heart. You don't care about my thought process. You don't care about any of that. The only thing you want me to be is a fat bimbo that sucks on your nasty ass wiener. That's it. Y'all don't give a fuck about women. Y'all actually hate women and children. Imagine you so mad that people don't want to have babies by some of you bitch ass niggas that y'all would literally create a law that'll make women get punishable for having an abortion or not wanting to care for a child. So let me ask you this: since y'all want to start that shit, right? What happened to the $5,000? Why the $5,000 don't come while you fucking pregnant? So if a woman randomly has a miscarriage, how the fuck you gonna just basically say how you gonna are you just gonna basically say, oh, she killed that baby? Like y'all are trying to criminalize women for having their own fucking bodies. The fuck? The fuck? You want to basically charge a female with fucking first degree murder. First degree murder. Because if they were to get an abortion, or even if they were to miscarry their fucking kid and you feel like it's their fault, you think a miscarriage, it's like, get the fuck out of here. How about y'all chop off y'all dicks and stick it up y'all ass and you'll always have that shit there instead of trying to worry about a female's reproductive system. Y'all niggas is mad because women don't actually want to fucking have kids with y'all because all y'all want to do is treat our bodies and treat us as if we're just breeding grounds. You don't want to give us love. You don't want to set up a real home. You don't want to do any of that fucking shit. Fuck that shit. How about women start having babies and giving it to y'all bitch asses to fucking raise? I guarantee you won't want that. And how about you get sent to fucking jail if you don't raise your motherfucking baby? How about that type of law? How about we make a law like that? How about y'all niggas, if you don't take care of your kid, you go to jail? And I ain't talking about child support. Y'all can easily give somebody some money and push them to the side. I'm like, no, you want to put a bitch in jail or try to charge them for fucking first degree murder for fucking getting rid of a baby, but your ass don't want to send a bitch ass to jail. It takes two to fucking tango, bitch. It takes two, ho. Imagine a man is like, I'll create a law. I'll create a fucked up ass law to where, oh, if you don't have my baby, then you're gonna go to jail for first degree fucking murder. But guess what? Why not actually have kids with somebody that want to have fucking kids with you? Or in general, imagine you want somebody to have a kid with you and they've been traumatized by fucking pregnancy, by people already trying to set them up to get rid of their kid the first fucking time. And you think it's like y'all don't be fucking getting it. It's like, are you slow or are you dumb? Like, you don't give a fuck. All you want to do is utilize someone's body as a fucking breeding ground. You be like, bitch, I speak life into myself. If I tell myself I don't want to have a man's baby, God listens to me. If I don't, even if I feel like the situation is not something, it's like something will happen where I will not carry that kid. Ain't no man finna fucking trap me. I know the type of energy I got. I know the type of person I am, and I know the type of children that my offsprings would be. The man does not hold the bloodline. It's the fucking woman because they only thing we take is their name. We create the bloodline. All they do is help they sperm. They can't create us. They can assist, but they can't make us. A bloodline is our fucking shit. It starts with the money. It starts with the woman. Sorry. It starts with the woman. Alpha comes before Omega. So every time a nigga say he a alpha, he a bitch. Excuse my language. I don't mean that in the like the fraternity, but it's like you got alpha and you got omega. Woman comes before man. Woman comes before man. Man do not come before woman. So it's like everything that they done told you in the Bible, that shit is probably not true. You want to know who created the fucking Bible? A man. I'm not saying that the Bible is wrong. I'm saying the Bible knew the power and the strength of women, and they literally tried to strip us of that shit. When they depict pictures of a womb, what photo do they normally always use? A world, the earth, Mother Earth. But you want to make me feel like a man is superior over me, but he don't create no bloodline. No man, you assist, bitch. And guess what? All we need is your sperm. We don't fucking need you. But see, y'all want children for their energy. Y'all don't like women. Y'all actually are jealous of women. You are jealous of the amount of things that we can actually do by our fucking selves. And the more that we wake up and realize that, y'all realize nobody want to fuck with y'all because y'all haters. Y'all hate people. You want to know what's crazy? And I've been thinking about this. I said, I don't believe in a lot of the religious practices that, the Muslims and some of the people over there do. But I looked at it, I said, why are we such at war and at beef with Iran, Iraq, Arabic countries? The same way how y'all don't like black people and you don't like Africans. The Sumerians, the Iranians, the Iraqis, everybody in that area, that is the one of the first civilizations. You white people hate color. You hate shit that is not like you. Everything that y'all Viking ass motherfuckers came and took, it was off of nothing. The only thing I think y'all had was weapons. That's it. Mary was the child that was born of like that's the whole thing. The Virgin Mary, it's like every it's like they looked at Jesus as being the but it was Mary. It was always Mary. It was never Jesus. It was never Jesus. They tried, and then I don't think Jesus, if I'm really being honest, sometimes I don't even think Jesus was a man. I think Jesus was a woman. Because think about it. We took a lot of the practices that we had from that, and it's like they changed it into witchcraft. Like Jesus was hung on the cross next to a thief, and a murderer, but he was a healer. They considered him to be a liar. I don't think Jesus was a man. I think Jesus was a woman. A man hated that story. It's like, why do women get all the credit? Because y'all are idiots. Y'all care more so about testosterone and how things look versus how it really supposed to be. I believe that. I'm gonna say too, who's to say that Mary didn't have Jesus? Like who's to say Mary what like Jesus wasn't Mary's kid? But what if Mary had another child and they gave the story plot to Jesus, a man instead of a female? Maybe so. I don't feel like anything that has been told to us in the Bible is true. The Bible was a book, and it's like I know my family gonna look, but the Bible was a book that was created to suppress your mind, your pineal gland. It's like they know for a fact fear is the secret of oppression. If I don't fear you, you cannot instill that vibration within my spirit. Fear is a vibration. Why is it that majority of the miracles that were produced in the Bible were from men? Majority of the stories that you would hear about women in the Bible, they were not very strong. They always made us look weak, humble, like they made us look whorish. Like every time you get a strong, then it's like people want you to fear a strong woman. But it's like we're not strong because we are natural. We were forced to be that. Like, why are you afraid of something that gives you life? But you crave the nurturing. Everybody want a mama. Everybody want a mama. It's like everybody wants a mother. These niggas even want women that they date to be their mother. Everybody wants a mother. Everybody wants to feel comforted. Everybody wants to feel love, but somehow we are the most like unfacilitated people ever. Besides black women, who are the other women that are hated more than us? Probably the Muslims and the Arabs, the people that are old. I'm telling you, the Sumerians was the first civilization. Then I believe either it was the Mesopotamian civilization, then the Egyptians. But I believe that the Egyptians, just the way black people are, color is everywhere. I think we understood more of the advancement. Then it comes with the whole thing of aliens. I'm like, I feel like whatever helped the Egyptians build shit was something else. Because if everything that we have been told, okay, I'm not finna get into religious talk because I feel like people gonna always question you, but I'm telling you, it's like a lot of the stories that are depicted, if you were to really use science, some of it don't make sense. Then I want to know, they said that Jesus was the only person that possessed the gifts like that. And I said, no, I believe Jesus was the only person that they took account and put it in a book and specialized that. I feel like there were a lot of other Jesuses. If I myself have seen myself actually have real spiritual gifts and I know ain't nobody programming me to say that and do that, it's like, yeah, because people want to believe whatever they want to believe. That's why I'm telling you, knowledge is very dangerous because it's all about your perception and how you're going to utilize that information. Yes, exactly. But they wanted to make it seem as if Jesus was the only person. If we are all God's children, and if we were made in the image of God, and if we are all like, if Jesus was one of God's children and Jesus was made in the image of God, then what the fuck are we? Excuse my language. So you mean to tell me Jesus was the only person that could do that shit? Jesus was the only one that could do that shit. One thing a preacher ain't gonna, it's like people get, I said, y'all want me to take advice from preachers that are liars, that are deceitful, they still commit adultery, they thieves, they frauds. You want me to believe that these words are coming from the people that speak this shit? No, ma'am. No, sir. So if we are all God's children and we were made in the image of God, then what does that make us? So say that to me, Tanisha. If we are all God's children and we were made in the image of God, then what does that make us? If we are all God's children and we were made in the image of God, then what exactly does that make us? I mean, you ain't got nothing else to say, huh? I'm not trying to be that person, but it's just like a lot of y'all, it's like people will say, if you disobey, I said, make that shit make sense to me. If Why would I get punished for knowledge? Because I could see things. It's like, think about the way, think about the way the story of Adam and Eve was created. I always think about the fact that Adam literally comes from the word atom. But let's talk about it like this. Why would God punish them for the fruit of knowledge? God was already suppressing them. But we was made in the image of, like, these things don't make sense. It's contradictive. And the more that I've thought about it, it's like people were just made to believe things and just go along with it. Anybody, then they'll tell you if you question this, but weren't questions, if we're all omniscient, if we're all knowing, if God is all knowing, if this information is put in here for us to digest, you don't think somebody gonna figure you out at some point? I mean, make it make sense. Why would, even if this is teaching obedience, why would you even create a fruit? that you would banish the people that you created if they ate of it because it shows them who they really are. But I'm like, okay, so what makes God not seem oppressive? Like, this is another question that I feel we talk about a lot too. If if God is the only person that can defeat the devil, why do you allow the devil to still roam around? What's the purpose? Like, what's the purpose? If the devil is really stronger, if the devil is not as strong as God and God created everything, correct? Like, let's talk about that. If God is the creator and God created everything, why would you make your children sacrifice you? Like, why would you make your children sacrifice things to show? Like, I never understood sacrifice because sacrifice is in the Bible. Like, I feel like people don't ever question shit. Y'all would not sacrifice things now if you feel like it's an abomination, but people still sacrifice things. God seemed very abusive, if you ask me. There is literally a story about God's child, the only one that possessed these things. But God allowed Jesus to carry his own cross, the abomination of what people always wear today. Y'all ever thought that the Bible that is given to us is really demonic? And why is it that rich people still prevail and evil ass niggas still make it to be 80 and 90 and 100 years old, but they tell you the good die young? So it's like, make that shit make sense. Religion is very oppressive. Blindly following a book that nobody even knows its true origin. You know, like, imagine they say put God first, but the depiction that they give of God is a man. So put that woman first. Jaheim said it first. Alpha comes before Omega, my motherfucking nigga. Who the fuck was King James? A random ass nigga that decided to change the Bible and took out the word witches and made it demons. Let's even talk about this in tarot, right? If you look at a tarot deck, you have the fool. The fool is the concept of everything. You have the magician. The magician is the thought, the manifestation of. No, the two is high priestess. This is the intuition. When you get to card number 3, the Empress. The Empress is number 3. The Emperor is number 4. The female comes before the man, but they want you to put God first. So who you putting first? Female or man? They tell you put God first, right? Who come first? Men have literally destroyed the divine feminine with this demonic X. They want you to be subject. They want to use your energy to create. Bitch, we could destroy every living nigga if we wanted to. If a bit, they know that women love affection. This is why men tell me I'm too masculine. No, I will not allow you to manipulate me. Once I really got older and learned the concepts of things that were really transpiring, you can't manipulate me. So you use your financial power and your financial backing to make things be a certain type of way. And this is a firmament. So the earth is flat with a round dome. It's a firmament. So what is below besides the water? Especially since men are seen to be more superior than females, correct? Why didn't God give the baby to Joseph, but gave the baby to Mary? Make it make sense. That does make sense. Like, what is if a baby, so if Mary had this baby, right? What was the man gonna feed the baby? Women have the potential to feed a child without any fucking food. We produce milk. Like, imagine a man come up to you and be like, "We be pimping." You like, get your weak dick minded ass the fuck out my face. But you want me to rever you. You want me to put you on a fucking pedestal when you don't even know how this shit work. You want me to believe in that shit? Okay. So they say put God first. I put myself first, nigga. If we were made in his image, if we are all God's children, female definitely comes before man. Then it's always them weak-minded, small-minded ass niggas that swell up and down that they were really one of God's chosen. It's like if you were really God's chosen, it's like walk the line with me, playboy. No, all you give a fuck about is money. Mary was born of a virgin. If how does any of that shit make sense, my love? Like if God was in this type of space and they want us to believe that type of story, okay? If they want us to believe that story, a man could have had that baby. He could have had it out his ass. Because it's like I have never witnessed the only thing the I what plant or what animal can reproduce asexually? I know seahorses, but they're males. They're the only male species that have babies like that. But what other species reproduces asexually? I'm telling you, one thing that I can say, one reason why I do look more at spirituality than just Christianity or religion in general, because when you will ask people questions, they'll act like it's blasphemous to ask a question. It's a sin to question God. But ain't the Bible that say ask not, receive not? So basically the whole goddamn book is contradictive, right? It's just I feel like people think that you be going against them, but it's like make it make sense. The same people that would try to drive religion down your throat don't realize you're still doing the same thing that you're preaching against. You are utilizing your oppressive belief system to force somebody else to believe something, and if they don't, you turn your back on them. The Bible is one of the messiest books. Like, if you read the Bible in the concept of how, like, that Bible messy as hell. Them people messy as hell. Niggas was in there killing their brothers. They was in there fucking each other bitches. Like, the Bible is like, if somebody was to really animate this like the Bible into a real show, which people have done, if they were to do it correctly and also make it a comedy, like, bro, you will see how messy the Bible was. It was messy. It was messy. And it's the fact that I think they said the Bible had 100 and I think it was 120 books and we only got 66. It's something in them other books. It's something in them books that they took out that actually explains things more. I feel like science. I feel like there were different people that wrote different accounts of their experiences in the Bible. And I feel like the book of Enoch really wrote experiences about what was going on. And that's what they try to hide from us. The book of Enoch talks about the Nephilim, talks about the Anunnaki. It talks about these large demons and stuff like that. My thing about it is, do we believe in petrification? Like, some people been on there, but I'm like, they ain't. It's like every time something real happens, they distracted with something else. They don't want us to focus anything on pedophilia because that's how y'all get y'all's energy. They don't want you. It's like every time we start to look into spaces like that, it's like, yeah. Why is it that y'all really don't love women? Like, why has this space gone so corrupt to the fact that y'all literally put people? It's like folks want to be famous so bad. And until they get there and realize everything is ran by God, but the God that they are speaking to is a very demonic entity. I don't really believe in any like I feel like knowledge is all about how you perceive. Like religion, if you believe religion, it's about perception. How you perceive something is how it translates inside your mind. Perception is literally everything. How you see something changes your whole total outlook. So who was Lilith? Because technically Lilith was there before Eve and she was cast out first. Like I feel like people don't really look into all the stories and contemplate, but I feel like too some stuff when this is part of your bloodline or some things come from a certain space, you just so happen to know certain things. So really, we be being oppressed because we actually think for ourselves. It's like when you fall in line, you get $1. When you don't fall in line, they want to make you holler. So that is the way that they got everybody in this space. We were kings, we were queens. We allowed suppressive white people that just gave us weapons. We allowed them to tell us that we weren't emperors. We weren't conquistadors. Like we allowed people to make us not be who we were because we wanted money and weapons. Money is the root of all evil, but who created the system? Imagine a man wanting to do witchcraft, and then they tell us that witchcraft is not real, and we will get abominized or abomination for that shit. But all of y'all practices, y'all pagans, all of that shit, how y'all took a lot of the Egyptian culture, the Sumerian culture, and y'all use this in your own rituals, but y'all say that witchcraft is not real. But then let me tell you this. I'm not sitting here and saying that slavery was not real, but what if the way that they told us, like black people was already slaves? Let me say that again. Black people was already slaves. Who the fuck y'all think if they took us from I was gonna say Florida. Oh my God, what if that's bitch? Some people we was already here. I'm telling you, certain shit is not the way. Like if they took us from Africa, who was running shit in Africa? Because you had to buy that. This is why the black people are cursed. Every country had slaves. They even had slaves in them other white people cultures because they need people to do their work. That's their form of punishment. If you don't do this, you do this. People was already slaves. If they had no magic, who gave it to them? Why you think they separated? Why you think there was a very formulated plan to separate black people? Because even when they took the black people from here to wherever they were to make them work because they were already being sold, like we were emperors, we were kings, queens, pharaohs. It's in the Bible. If this is in the one book y'all make, the universal book y'all, because you could get a Bible out the Dollar Tree. That's how the Bible is like the flu shot. Why nobody ever questions why everybody keep wanting you to look at that shit? There's power in your words, there's power in the things you read. Perception is how everything is created. What if I always had a theory that said, what if everything was made in the mind first? If we look at tarot and we look at how it all starts, you are either a zero or a one. If you think about the matrix, you are either a zero or a one. That's it. If you was to even calculate your name, number, you are either a zero or one. You are either somebody that is infinite possibilities or you are a creator. What does one stand for? A creator. But people want you to allow them to create your life. And you like, no. You either a zero or you a one. But a nigga swear he know more than you. You either a zero or you a one. You either a infinite possibility or you a creator. You have the fool first, the fool's journey. You got zero first, and then you got one. Without the possibility, what do you create? Without the thought process, without the initial thought, you have zero, you have one, you have two, and you have three. The only numbers that matter is 0 to 9. Everything after that, it don't matter. If you want to know how shit really work out here, numbers 0 to 9. Once you hit after 9, it really go back to 1 or 0. What is 10? A 1 and a 0. People do things based off of their ego, but they don't want to learn. And it's like people be like, why do you feel the need to go up against me? I said, the most that you can have, it's like you want to look at the laws. It's like I have admitted to that. I'm not the best when it comes to how to equate my money. I know how to make it. But I said, right now in this lane of my life, I said, my thought process is more important than anything. It's how I'm perceiving things. All men want to do is be in competition with females at this given time. I said the only ones that they give the love, affection, and attention, it are the only ones that are obedient to them. I went to the Memphis Civil Rights Museum for my birthday. I think either it was last year or the year before. No, it was the year before that, 2024. And I got this hat that said, well-behaved women seldomly make history, because that's what they want you to be. They want you to be well behaved for the likeness of a man. And I'm like, fuck them niggas. And I think that men be looking at us like, oh, you gotta be you real masculine. I see your true intentions. Every man or woman that is truly in tune with they self is a witch or a warlock. It's wording. You can find another term for it that can make it more endearing, but every person that understands they self and understands their true nature and power, they are a witch and a warlock. Nobody wants to say it. Jesus was a warlock, but he could have been a warlock of the light. If you saw somebody doing, if they saw what Jesus did then, if this is a man and they saw it today, warlock, y'all, you would make it look, they don't like nothing that they don't understand. If they don't get it, they don't understand it. My biggest beefs is never women. The women be a product of they ignorant ass niggas. You have been programmed to allow your man to lead. These men don't have the proper mechanism, the proper makeup of the woman that they need. They lead your ass straight into destruction, straight into hell. With a good man, you do well in life, but a woman can succeed still without a man. And y'all know this. Imagine a female wants to compete with you over a nigga that don't even respect her. If your man really like, I'm sorry, what if we God quote unquote made one man, made man and one man at one together. If we were made, what make you fucking think we supposed to have bunch? Why would I let a man that is trying to lead a bunch of women into the same space lead me? You're leading me into destruction. And you're trying to I don't care how much cattle you have, how much of crops you have. If one man, one man, they say man come first, but I feel like man is derived from woman. Shits don't make sense. If I You want me to choose a man that says he's a god and he wants to lead about how he treat people. You want me to choose someone that showcases they don't mind embarrassing me. But you would literally start rumors and create all this narrative to make it look like this, but the reason why my word prevails and it keeps going forward because I know that I'm not lying. I don't have to prove shit to these low level thinking individuals. You may be rich with money, but your spirit is low. If you want to be a devil, you can be a devil, but understand where that starts anyway. You're not going to put me in a space to make me choose the likeness of what you want. Get your insecurities together. A woman is naturally submissive. She naturally wants to nurture. We produce children. So, your first instinct, a mother always is going to want to nurture. I grew up in the church my whole life. So I feel like people be like, I said, I have had a lot of time. I said, I have actually studied religion. I have studied a lot of different things. We even had religious classes. I went to a Christian school, a Christian high school. So my family had me very rooted in the Lord. But as I got older, I started to see how oppressive Christianity still was to me. Like how people will say that they're Christians, but still steal from you. And know people do very harmful things, but somehow that religion will is more important than actually being a good person. So it's like as I started to get older and I watched shit transpire in my face, it changed the narrative that I have. And people will still try to preach the exact same thing. But it's like, you want me to love a thief while a thief is telling me that I ain't shit if I don't believe in this. But you also are someone that believes in thou should not kill, thou should not steal, thou should not destroy, but you do these things and then you project it onto others. It's contradictive. Religion is only set forth to create oppression. It's only used as a means to try to keep people in order and in line and them to do what you want them to do. And if they don't, then you create man made disasters, man made circumstances. I want it's like imagine you meet a man and he tell you put God first. But his thought processes put me first. But Jaheim told us we're supposed to put that woman first. Why not? Alpha comes before the Omega. But it's funny that so let's break this down, right? If woman became before man and alpha is before omega, let's even look at fraternities. It's like for the longest, they have been putting y'all in feminine energy. You have always been put in a place. So when you pledge a fraternity, the fraternity is very much so rooted in feminine energy. Correct? 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 Am I wrong or am I wrong? So if alpha becomes before omega, and a lot of y'all, you got AKAs, but you got alphas. You literally have like fraternities that is based off of this. So you have a whole organization that is based off the concept of feminine energy. If alpha, like I mean, these are things that you could go research yourself. If alpha if you have alpha and omega, but alpha comes first, put God first. Put that woman first. The woman comes first. I could take a male sperm and enter it inside my body and still conceive a child. A man could take my fluids and do nothing with it. He would have to create an artificial barrier, an artificial womb, things like this. Men are right now trying to get to the place where they don't want us to exist anymore. They're tired of women. They're tired of women. They feel like we are superior to them. Women don't want to get treated the way that they used to get treated. We are not our fathers, I mean our grandmothers. We don't believe in we have to deal with bullshit to get respect. And men are understanding that. So now there's a rise in rape, a rise in kidnapping, a rise in them sleeping. So you mean to tell me how is it that you want me to get permission to do certain things, but y'all feel like it's okay for children to have children? It's okay for you to have sex with a kid, but they still got to ask permission to do other shit? Everything that has been taught to us is crickets. And when people start to create atmospheres that are actually thriving off of beautiful, real energy, they destroy it. Sometimes I really used to think that this world was really simulated. Like even the natural disasters that we have, they're simulated. Like, let's get rid of these people and create these people. Because I have a lot of ways the way I look at things and think about things. In the Bible, I'm gonna be honest. Think about this though. If we are all God's children, we've all committed incest, right? Like, how deep down the rabbit hole do y'all want to go with this shit? If we are all God's children, correct? If we're all God's children, if Adam and Eve was the first people on earth, right? Allegedly. So they made it with their own kids. Shit always been weird, huh? Like, I'm telling you, the concept of shit just don't make sense. Like, religion in itself, from the beginning to the end, it doesn't make sense. I mean, that doesn't make no, if we are all made in the image of God and we were all produced from this energy, this entity, whatever, it's like, so we all are ancestral. Like it's all incest. We call each other brother and sisters in Christ and stuff like that, but we didn't like, that's why I said when I think about this stuff, I said this shit really sick the more you break it down. If Eve had kids, if Eve was the first woman or whatever you want to call it, everybody like, but then it's crazy they say everybody don't have the Eve gene. It's like how? So somewhere along the lines there had to be cross breeding of things. This is what I'm telling you. You can't tell me that white people not real because there are things in black people's DNA that are not found in white people DNA. But people want us to think that we were the ones that are really weird. Like we the ones that didn't exist. And it's just like, well, tell me where white people come from. Like I don't mean to be funny, but they do look reptilian. I think white people are aliens. And I feel like some of them like you and some of them don't. I don't really think like I feel like there's different species of people, but if we really think about it, it's like the closest thing to reptilian or alien like things that we have are reptilians, snakes, lizards, crocodiles. What's another reptile? People look at white people and think that their features are the most beautiful because they're the real foreigners. I think those are the actual only foreign people. But my thing about it, if a mother took a blood, they've been taking every bloodline. It's like anything that came from Eve. It's like if Eve was the first, see, this is why I'm like, this shit has to sound. If Eve was the first woman on this earth, correct? Everything after Eve, even everything comes from Eve's children, right? Even Jesus and Mary supposed to be from Eve, right? Because that's what this shit's supposed to be. How many times do the world? And what is a Draco? A dragon. What was the Leviathan? A dragon. Some people state that they don't really think that like the dinosaurs was real. They think it was dragons. Do you think a snake was never a snake? It was a lizard? Imagine. Okay, let's talk about that. Imagine, they always blame the snake, right? But look at the connotation of the snake. So God put two people in a garden, right? And it's like if you eat off that fruit, I'm gonna ban you because then you're gonna be just like me. What? So I'm being punished? I don't know. I think in species now, I feel like yes, but it's like I have never seen a snake ever have legs. How are we just gonna say so? It's like, how are they doing that? Are snakes not real animals? Are they crossbred? How do you just lose legs? From a curse? What reptilians have legs? Lizards, crocodiles. When you look at white people's genetics, right? They're white. I ain't never seen a legless lizard. Maybe so. That's a very different breed. But I'm more so looking at it's like there are certain things that I just be like, okay, I be trying to make it make sense. What if that whole encounter of like Eve, Mary, not Eve, Eve, what's the nigga name? Adam and the snake. What if the snake was like a reptilian? Like it talked to Eve. So for one, let's start there. We can talk to animals. So the lizard was punished. The lizard was like, let's talk about that. The lizard was punished. What do white people look like? So do you think this is revenge from all the way back there? So do you feel like lizard and God or lizard and man or reptilian and man had some type of covenant, and because they showed other people, because I'm telling you, white people don't make sense to me. They do not have a lot of the same DNA makeup that we have. Like they'll say that black people can produce anything. That is true. But something don't add up in that space if you ask me. What is the one thing in this country that black people struggle from? And I feel like it's their ability to know. When black people know more things, they really get punished for it. Exact like think about it though. Where do they come from? You want to know what my theory on white people really was? Like, okay, I said people get lighter because they're further away from the equator. The closer you are to the core or the where the sun is the hottest, of course your skin is going to be darker. If you look at Pangea allegedly, the map that this is how America was supposed to be. Everything broke away from Africa and Antarctica. One of the few places that we can't go nowhere close to is Antarctica. If honestly and truly, some people have like we can have certain DNA. I think that is the crossbreed. I think whatever, because I'm like, why is there such hatred between black people and white people? I used to come up with a theory that white people were created. You either a zero or one. They use us as zero and they became the creators. They used our mechanisms of how to develop them, but they use reptilian like because if you think about it, not a whole lot of black people truly have colored eyes. That is a very reptilian thing to have. Like let's look at hair for instance. Like I'm in biology right now and I'm studying genetics and stuff like that. This is a good conversation to have. I think about hair. You have different types of melanated people, right? How do we get different hair textures? Like if you think about I feel like if I'm being honest, I really do sometimes feel like black people were the first people on this earth. Even if we weren't the first civilization, we could have been it's like the way a lot of things is depicted. When you look at nature, nature looks like it mimics us. Art imitates life, but and life imitates art. If you go look at a tree, if you look at the head of a tree, what does a tree look like? A afro. Our hair grows just like, I think, who did I remember back when I did used to watch Shantae's channel. I do remember that I said that makes sense. We grow like plants. We grow up, our hair grows up. It doesn't go down, it don't fall like white people hair. Like, we are the only people out here where I feel like our attributes really relate to the earth. Like, we can actually look at certain aspects of ourselves within landscaping. You could look at a tree and think about how old trees are too. Like, it's a lot of things that I have questions about, even with the Bible. Why we stop living to be 500 and like, why we stop living that long? How can one just stop us from living that long? What if I want to be Bartholomew? What if I want to live to be 952? It make you really think, like, what is this? Like, these are the things that they don't want you to question. They just want you to just be and live. And the more that you just participate, this land is your land. This land is our, like, it was one land. They made us pay for shit that was on the earth for free. Let me tell you something. Uh, Back in the day, before real currency was started, people traded with cattle. But where did these things come from? Where did these things come from? That's why I look at Asian people and I be like, it ain't that the fact that the black people ain't supporting y'all. It's the fact that y'all think y'all better than us. And that is what has really been going on right now. I know people like you just going, but I'm gonna talk about that. European features, the Europe is just display. It's interesting. But when it comes to the Asian community, they are very obsessed with a lot of black culture, but they don't know nothing about us. Like they look at our hair, like it's like they're fascinated. There was supposed to be a covenant there, but a lot of them get linked with the other people and they change on us. They switch. Black people gave a lot of Asian immigrants their wealth. You want to know why? Because they're not allowed to build. Like, to white people, Chinese people, Asian people, Japanese, Korean, y'all are still white. Like, they still look at you as a color. Even though your skin is like, you still not them though. Somewhere along the lines, I said there had to be a confrontation of certain races, like, but even before slavery, somebody told a white person no, or it's something. It gives me the energy of, like, when you create something and you lose control over your creation. That's what white people are to me, because their disdain and hate for black people don't make no sense. Black people get along with Caucasian. So damn. So Asians are derived off of the white people. But what's even still funny to me though is that Asian people, the white people still make them feel less than. If you think about Asian agriculture, like if if an Asian person comes to America and they want to open up a business, it is, and wanting to control it, wanting to create class, like that's how classism was created. It's like, but this is, I guess it has something to do when they finally created government systems. Think about it too. When people were selling the slaves or selling whatever that shit was or whatever the case, it's like people would get free and go find their own land and just start building it, because guess what? If they came from over where that was, they already had that skill. People started to build their own civilizations. It's like, I really want to know, what is the beef with white people and black people? It's it's not slavery. It's something else. It's something it's something else. Because you can be completely nice or be, it's just, a white person could look at me and deeply have hatred for me, and they could not tell me why they have hatred for me. You can be racist, but you can't tell me why you hate my race so much. Like, if you have never encountered a black person doing something, I see black people be nice to people, all the, even hood niggas. Like, people look at me like, sometimes you, it's like, a lot of times the only reason I don't like to go to stores that have quote unquote hood niggas at them is because I don't want to get catcalled. I'm not afraid of being robbed by my own people. I said most of the time we don't bother you if you ain't bothering us. But I really do want to know, like, who created racism? Because even in the space of before slavery, it's like white people still had connections with black people in places of power. You know, that something interesting is going there. I have been having a lot of visions of volcanoes, but think about it, the Caucasus Mountains, the, just the mountain range, like the mountains. You don't never really hear about black people and other people. Like, you may hear about the Asians being in it, but the Aborigines and stuff like that, but as far as anything else, it's like you don't really see us in the mountains. And think about it, the earth is shaking. It's a lot going on in these mountains because volcanoes ain't nothing but mountains, sediment rock. Somewhere along the lines, I'm like, I think somewhere along the beef that started with black and white people, it had to deal with something psychologically. Slavery was the whole point of breaking down the black mind, the black family. But we allowed that. Like, they had to, like, they weren't necessary. They probably could have, but we fought back. Like, we were stronger than a lot of them. Yes, they may have had their rifles, their gunpowder. Like, that was the trade. Black people traded their bodies for weapons. I think it was a spell too. Something about, and it's like they keep trying to put us under the spell. The spell has a lot to do with chaos. Like, somebody told me that the spell was broken in 2020. And they keep trying to put, like, this whole case with Austin McCalf and Carmelo Anthony. Look at the name. Like, Carmelo, like, it's just like, Y'all want us to get enraged over a racist situation. We know that the damn McCall family racist as fuck. We have seen the things. The children were racist. They didn't give a damn. Whether it was self, it's just like this is a bigger thing. It's propaganda. If you give your energy to constantly having to fight, I told you, I said, black people tired. We ain't fight not now, nigga, battle no more. The Asians now want our help to bring. It's like we're literally showing you we always roll with y'all. We always fuck with y'all. We always had y'all. It's like y'all always was there. But we who pays for y'all services? But even though y'all talk shit about our feet, y'all got the craziest beauty standards. Like in Asia, they really care about beauty, but they choose beauty off of your Caucasian. They choose their beauty standards off of they folks. So people hate when you see that shit. So basically, this is when I knew I said I'm not participating in not now shit. It's like if I get discriminated, I said I'ma fuck your money up. I'm gonna stop. If I know my power, if I really have the power that I have within me, I said fuck that shit. We not doing nothing else violent, ho. We gonna stop spending the money. You want to know how to get them caucuses? Them caucuses? Stop spending the damn money on their ass. Stop giving them leverage. Stop giving them money. Back in 2020, when we had COVID going on, and I knew then, I said, this shit is political. So you mean to tell me that y'all put George Floyd's fucking funeral on the TV and had all these political people there, and it was people, real family members dying, and y'all told them that they couldn't have a funeral because they had to fuck out of here. My uncle passed away, I think August 2020, but it wasn't from COVID. He had cancer. And I don't know. Did we actually have a funeral for him or did we do a graveside service? Because they and we was wearing masks. I said, but y'all just literally showcased us this propaganda ass funeral on the TV and telling actual other people that they can't bury their folks. Fuck the distractions. We literally had a white thug allow thugs to ransack the fucking White House and then proceed to create a $1.8 billion thug fund. A thug fund. You got a white man that sits in the office that is like, if a black nigga give me $1 million, I'll let him out of jail. So, explain to me, where did the real hatred of black people and white people, where did it come from? It's like, did it have something to do with that motherfucking lizard snake? What if Adam and Eve was black? It would make sense if you making them from the dirt, like let's look at these attributes. If you grab dirt, what color is dirt? Like I even Jesus's depiction was like his skin was of red clay like that. So that lets you know Jesus had to whatever the depiction of Jesus that they have, Jesus had to be Middle Eastern. Cause I'm like, or he was Ethiopian. Because anybody that has that reddish skin complexion, they either look like them folks that's over there, or they look like Ethiopians. They look like that because Ethiopians have that very red, rich type of skin under them too. And they have that type of, but they say his hair was like wool. If you think about wool, think about a sheep. That's curly hair. Either Jewish, like the different type of Jewish people, but he was dark though. He wasn't light. So it's like the Jewish people that we be seeing now would be like, who is them? Because the Jewish people that y'all talk about, I'm like, they was dark skinned. The real Jews, not them man-made Jews. No offense, but it's like we literally took history and like we gonna whitewash everything. So let's go back. When Adam and Eve ate this damn fruit that the woman gave this damn nigga, you know what? I don't know, man. If if woman and man was created and it's called the Adam's apple in your neck, I'm gonna say Adam ate that goddamn apple first. Niggas been lying on us since the beginning. But anyway, when they ate of that fruit and the snake he was mad. So in that space, what if that snake lizard type of whatever, if I know Adam ate that goddamn apple because if you ask a kid who did that, mm, yeah. You want to know why I think Adam ate that damn apple first too? It's because who is more lustful, men or women? We be in our natural body and they say we be asking for it. Let's keep going back though. So if white people were the first reptilians, if they were the first alien, because think about after they got banished from the garden. So when they left the garden, where did they go? Like, make this shit make sense to me. Was not the whole area not the garden? Like when they left the garden, where did they go? What was outside of the garden? So were they being experimented on? Like were black people experiments? Like I'm telling you, that shit don't make no sense. If they were banished from the garden, where did they go? The garden had every type of fruit, everything you could possibly need, everything you could want. The I'm telling you, these are the type of conversations that I be wanting to have. You were put in captivity by this oppressive entity that gave you everything that you need, but if you ate of the fruit of knowledge, I'ma ban you. So then, what if whatever the entity that they tried to tell us that God was, what if this is who put the curse between black people and white people? I'm telling you, if if white people are derived from reptilian energy, and the first reptilian that we saw dated back to Adam and Eve because them motherfuckers encountered the snake lizard nigga. And he the one that told them eat the fruit. And it's like, so, but they said that that was the devil, right? So when they both became aware of each other, they also realized that they were naked. So technically before then they didn't realize they was naked. When you but and then they cuz God was like, "Why did y'all?" That is also very weird. Why were they naked? And why immediately when they got knowledge, they were clothed? Were they under duress? Were they under mind control? So was the apple, technically they used to say that it was never about an actual fruit. It was about sex. It was about sex. Most fruit look like a woman's vagina. If you open up a peach, you open up a plum, you open up an apple, it's like somewhere the openings of these things, you open up an orange, it kind of depicts that of that. Mind control, right? If you think about the things that we studied, the Egyptians and things like that, you got, niggas argue about the left and the right. If you look at the depiction of the brain, I see what you're saying up there, sir. I don't think you're wrong. When you think about the brain and you think about the eye, you think about the eye of Ra, the eye of this. It's like it's all about your mind. When people can't control your mind, they want to kill you because I'm telling you, let's even talk about this. The Simpsons, right? People always say that Matt, they was like the people who ran the Simpsons, they were psychic. I'm not gonna deny that Matt Groening didn't have some form of abilities. But also too, I think when you sit in a certain place, you are able to create. You are either a zero or a one. And when you realize that you are out of your possibility and you can create, they want to get rid of you. So instead, they suppress you. But it's like this is why they use chaos magic. I said Donald Trump is a warlock. Donald Trump is a warlock. I said, and he's a very interesting warlock. I said he's a quiet man. I said he a cuss whatever, but I said one thing: if you ever want to see a real witch, or they not boastful. Like he's very arrogant. But when it comes to how he approaches the public, very calm, very calm. And anytime I'm telling you, every time that there was an entity that could see that pedophilia on him, distraction. Who was that other man that would fake his own assassinations so that the cult would? Donald Trump is a cult leader. He's a warlock, a real one. Like a real one. But he'll be like, it's a witch hunt. I'm like, the witch hunt is on him. He's a warlock. He's a real warlock. If you are a Freemason or an Eastern Star, you have been initiated into that. Some people, even if you don't want to be a part of it, it's almost your birthright. I don't want to be an Eastern Star. I don't want to fuck with the Freemasons. But everybody around me is like that. And it's like, I don't have a fucking choice. So when I try to fight the system of the shit that they use that shit for to suppress, I'm a problem. But you're not treating people the way that they're supposed to be treated. Do you think that there's more than one Antichrist? I feel like we give him a little bit too much credit. He's a warlock. I said he's been put in a position of power, but you can tell that not a lot of things stick. This man has businesses. It's like, but nobody, it's like people visually do not like him. And he knows that. Like he knows that. He knows that he is not liked by a lot of people. What does that word mean? Hold up. Okay, so it's a Spanish word and it says in view of. Hmm. And then Donald Trump hate Spanish like he no, people talk about him not liking foreigners, but he hate Mexicans. I'm like, why you hate Mexicans so much? Like, why you hate the Spanish people so much? He hate anything that derives from a country or a place that has some of that energy. So, and it also means before. So Antichrist is before Christ. Because I'm telling you, words has a lot to do with how we perceive things. So you got ANTI, but ANTE, it's a Latin word or Spanish word, and it says before or in the face of. So that means in the face of Christ. Mind you, his father's name was Frederick Christ Trump. So that's funny, but we're not gonna get there. But Antichrist, before Christ and in the face of Christ. If he is an Antichrist, before like he's standing in before of the real chosen one. This is a man that calls himself God, but he can't heal himself. He's sick. Christ is a so basically Jesus is his first name and Christ is his last name. So it's his surname, but Christ means chosen one or anointed one allegedly. I think everything does start in the mind, and that is something that I realize. If people can keep you in an oppressive way of thinking, your mind is if your mind is free, you are free. And these are things that you can't explain to anybody else. Like people will argue you up and down every day. See, this is why I'm telling you, people who don't really seek knowledge don't ask questions because they're fearful. Man, technically. But even in that space, I don't even see myself as being like, they said Jesus was without sin. I can't say that I'm like that. But who created sin? Like, what is sin? What exactly is right from wrong? What gives it its perception? I think experience has a lot to do with how we can measure certain things. I don't know because you have churches that were in the Bible or whatever the case may be. It's just I always use Christianity and religion. Like now I know that Christianity isn't the only I don't think Christianity is the only religion that uses the Bible. But even when you like, me, I really been studying like the Book of the Dead and stuff like that. And when you go through it, you like every religion is the same. Certain people believe in multiple gods, but then it's like everybody believes in a source, and it's usually the freaking sun. It's so funny how the word son, son, is I do think that is derived from son. And it's like, the son of God. I feel like people have always put male boys. It's like males help the house like keep things going, but a female keeps it in order. I have read the Cabellion. I still have that book somewhere around here. That was one of the when I finally did get into the spirituality, that was one of the first books that I read. Like that was any black book, I'm probably gonna read that book. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I do have my questions for because and this is why I've been so back and forth about like working with astrology and stuff like that because I'm like, so we have things like Venus. I always also think too, I really think Venus is Lucifer. I said, either you want to know what I always Venus is feminine energy. And it's just like, we always give the devil masculine energy, right? Like, but a lot of people say Venus is very like if you look up Luciferian energy, it relates or correlates to Venus energy. What make you think God's energy is so of the light? What if Lucifer looked at God and was like, I don't like some of the stuff that you make other people do? Because Lucifer challenged God. And it's like now we look at that name. Now we look at that name as something very demonic. Like even if you look at the word demon and then you look up the word Damon, it's like the words are spelled a little bit different. Demon and Daemon. It's like it's and like those two meanings literally mean something totally different. Like the other one is like your godlike abilities. Lucifer technically was what they consider a fallen angel. And I was like, did Lucifer fall or just did it's like it disobeyed? I said too, what if this was what I said? I said, what if Lucifer was God's child? Like they say, like, but literally, what if technically Lucifer was the child that technically did not agree with the mother? And I'm not saying it's like it's the intention behind satanic energy. It's like because people do a lot of dark like a lot of killing, a lot of dark things, but it's like if we look at the terminology and change over the words, it's like no, I'm not finna sit here and say I am a Satanist. I don't like the way some of the words sound, but we as people still gave these words meaning. Okay? Think about a mother and their child. When you don't do what your mama say, what they gonna probably get out, get out. A daddy usually don't turn against his daughter. Majority of the times, men really favor their daughters. Men don't usually turn against their daughters. Like I've noticed that. I said I don't necessarily see a man kicking a woman out. There is no what is a hell has no fury like a woman scorned. If we were looking to give God a energy, I would say it's feminine. We all come from God, right? Do you think God is afraid of his own creation? You remember that man who created the atomic bomb? I think his name was hey Siri. Who was the name? What was the name of the man that created the atomic bomb?
J. Robert Oppenheimer is known as the father of the atomic bomb. Although he did not invent it single handedly, he led the development of the US atomic bomb. This answer is from
Thank
Britannica
you.
and Newswarp. You're welcome.
So think about it. If we are all God's children, right? We all come from the mother. The mother. We are not coming from we all come from that maternal energy. When you start feeling yourself, when you start feeling yourself, like let's just relate it to a very practical situation. If you live in with your mother or you are around your mother and you feel like you know more than your mother, get out. Get out. Because my thing about it is who would be or it's like who dare challenges me. It's like if you it's like if you that powerful, why you ain't get rid of that person? Is that how you say your love is unconditional? It's just like certain things don't make sense. If we really being real though, I think creation is feminine. It's like, yes, you do need both chroma. It's like, but the concept to me of creation is feminine. Yes. But if you imagine though, if you did not have the presence of a feminine energy though, majority of the shit within that space would be destroyed. When you take a one, okay, let's think about modern day stuff. Let's talk about modern day things, right? If when you take hold on. The war do start in your mind. I feel like your mind controls everything. And the more patient you are with yourself, people try to test your limits. I feel like everything is conceptualized before they make it into whatever this is. Everything is perceived first. Everything starts with perception. I always look at it, I say, okay, so you have now the way they make things look at the head of the household is usually a masculine energy. It is usually a masculine energy, right? But if you were to take the feminine energy out of that household, it don't really last long. When a man decides to step out of a family dynamic, it all has a lot to do about when people are not at one, when you're not at one with someone, when you're doing something to divide the oneness at space, because we're supposed to move as a unit. But which side of, they say we have two parts of our brain, right? But they say only one side is used. And which side technically do we use? Everything has an effect. Everything comes in twos. Everything in this world is measured by cause and effect, one and two. But a lot of things happen in threes. So if we have the Father, look, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, never the mother, the daughter. And it's like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So it's the Holy Spirit, the feminine energy. You want to know the only time when people really fuck with you is when they feel like you fucking up their money. And I said it doesn't matter how much smarter you think that you are than me. It's about how you utilize the information that you are given. So one of the things they know for a fact, if I was someone that really got my hold on real wealth, they are afraid. They're afraid of not having the same power or the positions of power that they have right now. So this is why people bully you. But I don't be worried. I said you'll end up hurting yourself before you think you're gonna do something to me. Imagine Imagine someone feels like they are a very strong warlocky energy because it's like we were all made in the image, right? And a man feels like because he's a man and whoever he is, he thinks that he has dominion over me. Like I don't have control to be able to tell you that I don't want to fuck with you or I don't want to deal with you. And imagine somebody getting so many people to like that is a weird thing that we go through. Like love and lust have very much so been confused in this energy. They say that love is the highest form of vibration, but what is love? Because certain people don't perceive love the same way you do. You want to know what's interesting? People equate the sun energy to masculine energy and the moon to feminine, but I actually think it's the opposite because a lot of people look at the water as intuition and stuff like that, but I don't know, man. Some things can grow without water. It's like when you really decide to take a path of going down a certain space and you do not devour your spirit, devour your body, devour anything. It's like people it's like the strength that people have in numbers is to basically conquer a certain thought process. But when you realize how actually strong your actual waking mind is, to not react is a thing. Reaction is what causes a lot of distractions. When you give like energy exchange is a real thing. Like I always say, I know people look at me, but I think everybody should do at least one shroom trip their whole life. You ain't gotta do it. You ain't gotta get it's like that would literally open up and change your mind to how you see how energy functions, how it flows, how you can see the molecules, and it's like it'll change your perception and how shit sits here. There is a very unclean spirit that is listening to me or that is around because I feel extremely sick to my stomach. And that is always an indication of someone who should not be in my energetic field. Imagine you have a dream about a man. But this man, whatever his energy is in this lifetime, he don't really see. I don't feel like he sees himself as a divine person. I feel like everybody had like people always want to be the only one, but it's many of us in our different conglomerates that we create. Imagine someone really don't believe that you are intuitive, that you can really see something, and you tell a person like they play on you, like they play on you, and you be like, what if I told you that you were really going to end up being the father of my children? And I've seen that shit. Be like, I could tell you how many I had. I had three. I had two girls and a boy, a set of twin girls and a little boy. And imagine I have seen the person that I knew. And it's just like, I'm like, I won't let you come near my fucking spirit or my body until you get yourself right. Like you not doing that to me. Like if I'm going to live this lifetime the way that I'm supposed to live it for real, like I may not have been the best with money. I may have lied when I was younger, but as I have gotten older, I realized I said, I know how I want my life to go and I know what I want to do. And I've been able to see more things. People will be like, oh, no, no." It's like, nah, bitch, I know what the fuck I see. You can't control everything. I don't know. I don't even know if I still like one thing about life, I have free will and I really don't even fucking want that shit. Like, I really don't want to have kids. Like, I realize like a lot of people that come into my life, they are not strong enough to sit beside me. They don't have enough willpower to say no to things. And it's like I'm also getting older. Like I ain't trying to be Sarah. Like, I don't want to be fucking Sarah. Like, I ain't trying to be 90 goddamn years old having babies. Like, I ain't trying to be Sarah. I ain't trying to be Abraham and Sarah. Not at all. But I literally had a dream, and I seen a dream of my two kids. My little boy, he still had his blue baby blue eyes, his light skin. My two little girls, they was still light skinned. They had these real pretty big eyes. They had straight hair. I already know who the fuck they dad, but I'm like, you can't fucking come near me. Like, you can't come near me. Like, you cannot fucking come near me until I know you right within. People be thinking you be looking like, well, we can't be broke. It's like, bro, my energy is abundant. The right man will make this shit flourish. Like every time you water me, I water you. It's a plant. We growing that shit together. But every time you want to try to take from my garden to come fill up another bitch's garden, I'm gonna destroy every fucking thing you ever touched that come from me. No, you ain't doing me like that. Like people be looking at it's like I'm strict and I don't give a damn. If you give that shit to somebody else, then that's what the fuck you did. Ain't no taking backs. Like what Eminem said, you only get one shot. Do not miss it. Like that's it. You got one chance. And if you choose something else, then you choose something fucking else. That ain't got shit to do with me. Like I may have seen one aspect of someone else, but it could be something else. Like you can't come near me until you do the right thing. You can't come towards somebody that would treat you really like a king that you want to be, but you want to treat me like I am a peasant because you have no self-control. Fuck out of here. I don't cheat. And it doesn't matter how much you try to tempt me to do so. I don't do so. But once you put me in a place to make me, I would never compete for something that's supposed to already be there. If I gotta compete for it, it's not mine. I ain't competing for shit. Not a motherfucking thing. If you feel like something else is a better choice, I'm gonna give you that. I said, if that is still, if we have free will over our life, if I say I don't want to experience that, I want to experience that. If I'm telling myself I don't want to have no fucking kids, God will arrange. This my mind is everything. If I don't want no kids with you, if I don't want to have a family, I don't want that shit no more. I can change my mind. But the only reason, and I feel like too, one of the main reasons why I don't want to reincarnate. I don't want to do this shit over again. I'm sick of y'all niggas. Like I don't give a fuck. Be like low key, fuck them kids. Like I don't give a damn about that shit no more. That may be harsh, but I don't care. Like I feel like I have done a lot of aspect. I feel like there are other things within my journey that I would like to work on that I feel like sometimes a family would get in my fucking way. Like imagine somebody brag and be like, "Oh, I'm having the baby." It's like, "Have them, bitch." Like, I don't give a fuck. Like imagine a female just so obsessed with your godlike energy that they be like, haha, I'm gonna have the babies that you're gonna have. I'm gonna have your babies. Or I'm gonna, instead of them having babies with you, it's like they made that choice. They made that choice. Like I'm really big off of people making you made that choice. That ain't got shit to do with me. You made a choice to procreate and start families with other people. I don't have no kids. I said life has still set me up to where I don't have no children. So it's like if you decided to go in a different direction, I have a right to be able to be like, I don't want no parts of none of that. If that was supposed to be the assignment within this lifetime, and you decide to be like, no, I want to chase riches, I want to chase wealth, I'm not a part of that because I'm not going to do the things that you expect me to do to obtain that shit to satisfy yo spiritually broke ass. You may be rich, you may have some money, but your spirit is not in the place that it's supposed to be. You left that shit behind. See, what a lot of people try to get you at in this world, they will sit here and tell you that you don't have a choice. It's etched in, no, it's not. Ain't shit ever etched. You have a map, a blueprint, if you will, but you can change that shit. I want you to look at life as an etch a sketch. You can sketch it out, but you can also change the trajectory of it. I saw my 3 kids, but the man who was supposed to be that, I don't want him no more. He forfeited his position of whatever because he didn't see me as such. He saw his ego. He didn't see me for who I was. And it's like I don't play that shit. I feel like if I let you do the things that you do to me the first time, and I let you come, you gonna think that shit okay. Like, I look at a person, I said, you chose that person. You chose to have a baby with that person. You chose to choose that person. And it's like, then you chose to try. It's like, no, you gonna have to man up with the choices that you made. I saw myself having 3 kids with one man. I'm not that girl. I saw myself having 3 kids with one man. All 3 kids beautiful. They look like me. If I'm being real, they look like me. And that's how I knew. I said, when I have my kids, I know for a fact all my kids look like mini me's, not they mini daddies. They look like mini me's. The only one that kind of looked like they daddy was the little boy. But other than that, no. Nobody else looked like, yeah. Like, imagine somebody be like, "Oh, you ain't got money like this. Oh, because you dress like a hoe." I said, "I'm gonna teach you a lesson, nigga. You gonna learn how to stop judging a book by its cover." I may not have a lot financially, materially, but I have exactly what I need to go forward. And you chose elsewhere. You chose the things that were more shiny. You didn't want to polish up that shit. You didn't want to get your silver or your gold and polish that shit up. You wanted to take the Cubit zirconia. You want to take the shit that's already like falsified. It look real, but it ain't real. You can have that. A dusty diamond is still a diamond at the end of the day, even if it's dusty. Mind you, a diamond in the rough, even if it's rough, it's still a diamond. A ruby, a pearl. You can't change the nature of the jewel. But if that's not what you want, voodoo, that's what the fuck you get. If I say I don't cheat and you keep trying to make me be in the space of choosing someone that it's gonna get real. It's like when I start having my conversations with myself and my spirit team and my higher self, and I be like, I have done everything that I can possibly do to state how I feel, and you choose to not abide. I don't give a fuck what happens to you because you already know what's good. Cardi B is a witch. She's married. You took an oath. You wanted to do something to get back at your husband. You should have just set your ass down. I know people want that get back, but you took that oath. We do have laws that we govern here, even if we've created them. Your husband lost shit because of his choices. But you are in spaces where you get ridiculed as well because you can't always get back with the same things that you do. Meg the Stallion, beautiful woman. Low key could be a beautiful person, but she allowed men to tear her down. Rihanna too. Megan wants to be revered. She wants to be looked at a certain type of way, but you can't get mad at other females for the choices that you partake in your life. Yes, you can feel a certain way about a man, but you have to hold yourself accountable for the things. Sometimes you can get a decent person, right? But God still remember those things that you did that other people don't see. Like you cheating on both people. You in the beginning stages, you talking to more than one person. Get your shit together. They made choices. Whether you want to defend that man, you want to know what's crazy. The men ain't coming out defending shit. Lotto then got and did interviews and everything. And I said 21 Savage ain't said shit. Y'all be putting yourselves in positions because you want the materials. A man that sees a good thing will allow himself to be led in the right direction. If they want to change, they will change. You can't force nobody to love you the way you want to be loved. You can't force nobody to change. They got to want that shit for themselves. I dealt with an abusive boyfriend majority all my life. If they want abusive physically, mentally, spiritually, romantically, emotionally, like ain't that the one he barely wanted to claim because look at probably Marcus's mother is a black lady, right? And that's the one. Well, that's the son that he got that look a lot like him, right? But think about it. They look at these women that are very exotic, and it's like they choose what they like. But when you misuse someone else and you try to embarrass them or put them in a certain space like that, it's like it'll turn right round on you. Imagine you getting pregnant by a man that you don't know was married and you found out later on down the line. And you didn't end up having a baby, just the whole thing. But this man will set you up to make you look like you were the promiscuous person because of the perception of how they already thought about you. And then when they realize that that's not what it is, and they have already told other people this, it changes the narrative. People don't want to claim you. They don't want to acknowledge you. They don't want to say anything. They don't want to acknowledge the choices that they make. You like, no. You be like, I think people get upset when you hold them accountable for the things that they did. I said, if I were to do the things you did to me, that if I were to do the things to you that you did to me, you wouldn't even turn, you wouldn't even blow a booger at me. Like, imagine someone tries to convince someone, be like, hey, that was not your baby, right? And then they end up going through a situation where that actually presents themselves, it presents itself like that in their life. Like, imagine somebody be like, that wasn't my baby, and you like, that was your baby, bitch. Like, shut the fuck up. And a nigga be like, no, but then they end up going through a situation like that, and they actually find out, like, damn, this baby ain't, what goes around comes around. Imagine, imagine you be a very faithful, loyal girlfriend to a dude, like, would do anything. Like, nigga can't even find a cheat or anything. And they do everything under the sun to you. And they think you, and it's like, when you finally let go, I'll never forget. My last Aquarius ex, he told me everything that I gave him broke. I cut the, like I said, sir, I don't think you understood how at the hip we was. Once I cut them fucking ties, it cut ties. Anything affiliated with me to you, I'm cutting that shit off. If you finding love because of my energy, if people ain't fucking with you, that's why they not fucking with you. Like, when you understand how deep something go, and you be like, I'm going to show you the role that I played in your life. My Leo ex, the last time I had a conversation, like a full conversation with this man, was back in 2020. And I remember we was having a conversation, and we was just talking about, like, I was still single. I wasn't talking to nobody, but I was just listening. Either way it go, people be, this is why you have to ask questions in situations. I'm gonna go back to this, but I'm gonna go back earlier. My ex got with me knowing that he still was dealing with someone else in his life. And he really wanted to convince me that he wasn't. But it was a lot of things that started not adding up. And it's like, I'm not one to cause, like, I feel like somebody be like, that don't make sense because you caused the scene. Now, it's because he wouldn't get out my energy. And he would not speak up for me. And that shit hurt. Cause I'm like, I advocated against you for your family when they did all that fucked up shit to you, and I witnessed it. It's like, you didn't ever like stand up for me. So it's like, yeah, but I remember trying to remove myself out of the situation quietly. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be amicably because this person was using me. But when I realized that, I said, I think you got another family, you got something else. You don't give me anything. But on the outside of everything, it's like, when people are in my energy, we can make it look beautiful. But it really wasn't the picture perfect story that people thought. Like, we wasn't on the same page. People, I'm telling you, people got to be mindful of what they do. one of my friends, her name was Ashley. And I realized, I know a lot of Ashley, so whatever, but anybody, but I had a friend named Ashley. And I liked Ashley. Like me and Ashley was a lot alike. Like we was a lot alike. But Ashley was my whole ass friend. I don't know why Ashley felt like she had to do me like that because I never did her like that. But Ashley would start talking or try to date every nigga that I said I like or push up on them. And I ain't like that shit. Like, I just didn't like that shit. And I realized it's like all I do is remove my energy. And I feel like people develop their own stories about how they feel about shit. My mom didn't allow me to live with her while she had a man. They kept losing their apartments. I mean, because if the intention was to put you in a bad space, then okay. But I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I want to be selfish in this space of my life. And this is something I have never experienced. I have never experienced really like living off the fat of my own lamb. Like every time that I have done something, I have always looked to do it with somebody, not because I was scared to be lonely. I genuinely do like people company. And it's like, I feel like by someone trying to set me up to be actually sacrificed and taken out, it really made me grow into myself and understand my actually own my strength, like my actual strength. And it made me finally realize that I am ready to do things on my own and by myself. I just I feel like I really don't care. Like I have really had to grow very, very thick skin in this space. I have felt very unloved. Even if like people be like, how can you feel unloved? People give you money. I said money doesn't equate to an emotion. It just helps my life. It just helps my lifestyle. But I haven't felt very loved in a long time. Like genuinely. I still don't feel very loved. I feel like when it comes to the things that I want for myself, people don't really care to see that for me. And it hurts because it's like I don't feel that way about them that they feel about me. And I still strongly feel like that. Like I don't feel like people love me really the way that they say that they love me. Like people be like, well, folks will love to throw up like, well, you need to be grateful. You like, I am grateful for those things. Like, yes, I know I could be homeless. I know I could be this, but sometimes all you want to do is be able to hug somebody, actually be able to have a real conversation about your feelings and somebody understanding and can, but when you dealing with people that ain't never had that shit they self, they don't know how to give that. So sometimes the type of love that you want to receive and the type of love that you can give, people don't know how to reciprocate that back to you. So people will start to think that you're now mean, you're bitter, and oh, and it's like, no, I'm tired of overextending myself when people are aware that they're not giving me the same thing in return. And it's like I feel like I have been beat down psychologically in every aspect of my life. Like I feel like imagine being someone that has created so much, and I've actually done a lot of things that my family members have not done, but because I don't have a lot of physical attributes to those things as of right now, people will equate that to me being a nothing. But it doesn't change the fact that I have done certain things. And it's like I notice people can have all of life's material wealths, but still be very empty, very, very bitter, and very hateful towards somebody that doesn't nearly have as much as them. Well, I appreciate that. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I really don't like, I don't feel it. Like, imagine being someone and I'm like, look at all this stuff that I have told y'all is going on. And my peoples will act like they don't even see me. They ignore me. They ignore my gifts. They ignore the things that I can do. They only want me to use them when it's beneficial to them. Like, if they don't like somebody, tell me about this, tell me about that. But other than me, it's like the things that I can actually do, the things that I'm good at. No, I don't ever really get praises like that. But I praise myself. And that's just where I am. Like I was in a whole relationship with somebody that literally had it out to get me. And it's crazy. It's like I would have never done you like that. It's like those are the things that made me realize it's like you think people would accept this energy more openly, but it really creates more hatred, more evil, more malice because they wish that they had it. Some people would go as far as to think that they can kill you and they can sit in your energy. And it's like, you're delusional. And imagine somebody would even go as far to spread rumors about you and say you a prostitute and you a whore and you a thief and you a Judas and you all of these things, all because you chose to not be a part of the life that they wanted you to have because they're not willing to grow and expand and change their life. Like if I had money behind the things that I have worked behind, I think people would look at me as a person to be revered. But because financially I do go through a lot of financial hardships, even sometimes it's like I feel like that is what people want me to focus on. Like, I'm gonna be honest, one of the main reasons why I stopped doing tarot readings because I told you my shit is being blocked. Like, I'm being proctored, I'm being watched, I'm being experimented on. And anybody that I would go to watch a reading from, the readings will all talk about me being broke. It'll never talk about the other things that I've accomplished. It'll always talk about me being broke. Like they be like, "Oh, you're thriving out here because what they have a house and a car, but their heart is ugly. Their spirit is ugly. Their spirit is malice." I'm like, man, I've lost things, I've gotten it back. And a lot of times it come back better. I think this part of my life, God is teaching me. Are you tired or are you going to keep having these pretend ass niggas in your energetic space when you know they don't fuck with you? Like, are you going to keep being around these friends? Are you going to keep being around these lovers that you know they hate you? They hate you. Like, I don't give a fuck if somebody came and told me that they it ain't, it's like you, everything that you have showed me from a standpoint of you not getting your way. I don't care if you have a change of heart today. I still know what you how you felt initially. And that's just where I am with you. You can change your thought process for somebody else, but I'm not there no more. Like Imagine being with somebody that you actually was getting yourself together, you was losing weight, you was changing like everything, and then this person just calls you nappy head, they call you fat. It's like all of these things, but you are actually thriving in my energy as well. It's like I don't want to be around no more demonic ass spirits. My exes were demonic spirits and I chose them. I chose them. I've accepted that, but I don't want to be a part of that shit no more. I chose to deal with that. I chose to live through that. I chose to stay in times when I knew I should have went. But now I've learned my lesson. And it's so much to the point where people have still tried to make me date people that are not good for me. I realize there is somebody out here in this world that really hate me. And it's so much to where it's like, and I don't know how close the energy is, but there's somebody out here that really despises the idea of me having a happy life. And I feel like people be wanting you to act like it's like when people get mad at you, it's how they feel about you for real. They just look for a reason to have to bring up how they already feel. That's why I don't fuck with a lot of my friends. It's like I could tell somebody when I have a problem with them, but when I notice I come back around and the same shit that I've dealt with before is still on the table now, I said, right now you have already showed me who you are. This is now my problem because I have chosen to sit here and deal with this knowing I don't vibe with whatever this is. When I started to do that and I started to cut my old friends off, it was never the fact of, oh, like, oh, you think you better. It's like we didn't went through this shit multitude of times. All of the friends that I have cut off ain't never been my friends for real. Like, and there would be times where we would break up friends and start being friends again. I said, I'm tired of breaking friends. I'm tired of friend breakups. I'm like, I've already in my space said I don't want to deal with this no more. And sometimes you go back for that one final time and it show you like, yeah, I'm good off of that shit. You not gonna use and abuse me. Like imagine I had seen everything. And then it's just like I look at a man, I say, you denied me more than once. I said, I refuse to be humiliated by someone who claims that they give a fuck about me. I'm like, you be like, you deny me like how they denied Jesus. I'm good off that. I'm like, if you really could get past all this superficial shit, you know anything on the outer body you could change. And I ain't talking about just going on I'm talking about you could do you if you actually give a fuck about somebody, you would care, but you don't. You want it to be presented to you perfectly. Like I told you, a diamond in the rough is still a diamond, even if it got to be polished. I mean, obsession doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, I'm so it's like obsession can still be like, I'm obsessed with seeing you fail. Like that's not nothing I would want to be happy about. 'Cause that's not a good feeling to have. Like, I don't want somebody being obsessed with the fact that they just want me to get back in their life, but they ain't gonna change shit about their fucking life. It's like, I'm over it. I'm tired. I deserve to be happy. I feel like I have sacrificed a lot of different things. I stand up for myself. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care if it's my mama, my granny, anybody. Like, if it's my daddy, my friends, I don't care. Like, I'm tired of going through things that I feel like is unnecessary. Some people ain't obsessed with you. They're obsessed with the fact that they don't have a hold of your energy no more. And they realize it's like people start to realize how much of your energy they really participated from. I did you a solid, boo. I think people have a hard time accepting the thing. Like, imagine people do something to get under your skin, but they never anticipated that temporary motion will have a permanent like decision attached to it. Like, I don't know. I just got sick of that shit. Like imagine somebody like, I never thought you would actually walk away. It's like, but look at how you treated me. Well, see, this is why I had to start realizing, I'm like, damn, you right. Like, well, you let me get away. Stop letting niggas get away with shit. Nip that shit in the bud. Like, I don't know how to do it. No, I don't. I feel like you only get one chance. Like, if I tell you something and you ask me something and you proceed to do that shit to see if you trying me, I'ma stand on business. If I tell you I'm not on that type of time, like a nigga really thought I was crazy. I said you will never see me again. And I mean that. Like, when I say you'll never see me again, you'll never see me again. Like, I don't fucking want to deal with you no more. Like, I never thought that that was the last time. I'm like, yeah, nigga, like this ain't no fucking game. My life is not a game. Like, my life is not a game. My emotions aren't a game. You be like, I'm not gonna be up here with you and actually loving and caring and put pouring into you and really trying to treat you well. And your whole purpose was to steal from me or to kill, steal, and destroy from me. You like, no, don't know what else to tell you. Like, people will look at you, and I feel like I just got to the point I said, I'm not in the space of trying to express things. I said I gotta get back to work. Like, I gotta get back to doing things for me, even though it has been hard to maneuver through. Like, I have had people purposely ignore me. Like, all these different people literally like teamed up together because for one, people are already mad that I don't fuck with them in the first place. And then you got ex-lovers and family members that feel as strongly as other people do. They like, so you don't want to be included. You don't treat me well. Like, I don't treat you the way that you treat me. I don't feel about you the way that you feel about me. I mean, that's that. I just feel like as much as I have endured in this world, nothing is as like I feel like everything feels very intense. Like, I can't even really play with myself like that. Like, And it just like I think it really threw me off. Like imagine meeting the person you like, this is who I'm gonna have kid or I was supposed to have kids with. Are you fucking for real? Like this nigga ain't nothing. Like I'm like, nah, bro. This gotta be that whole this gotta be a warning. Because I'm like maybe this is like showing me like this is the part I'm like, nah. You be like, I just can't. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it's like I knew for a fact. I'm like, I know. I said, if you was the person that I saw, I said, I know God gonna give me somebody else because I'm like, if that's supposed to happen, because in my mind already, I'm like, I'm good, I'm Gucci off of that shit. It's like, but once I remember telling somebody what happened to me and they did not respond, I said, yeah, like that's something else. Like I'm very like I think I'd be feeling very passionate about stuff like that because I know my heart. I know how I respond. And it's just like I can't afford to put myself in that type of predicament at all anymore. Like it's not the same. Like I can't experience whatever that is anymore. It's like I'm not gonna do a disservice to myself at all. I don't even care if I have foreseen it. I said, I don't give a damn. I'm like, I'm not participating in that. Like imagine people trying to curse your love life, but it's like you be like, you can't curse me. You be like, other people gotta be strong enough. Like that shit is a mindset. Like with with all that people be trying to do to me to get me, it's like I don't react. Like I really have dominion over my body. I can play all day, but as far as the actions that I actually take, I could talk cash money shit all day. I could play all day. But me actually taking real action to do something fucked up, like no. Like imagine you real deal meet a person and you see all of this and you like how the fuck do I tell and everything in that place, everything within that situation is just fucked up. You like this don't make no sense, and then you proceed to see how the person treats you and how they go about everything. You like, yeah, like I don't know what that is that I saw, but mm. Like imagine you looking at a nigga and you like, yeah, like, imagine you really be like, like that shit is such a weird feeling. Like, imagine you meet somebody and you like, imagine I tell you, I can tell you how many kids we gonna fucking have. I done seen us be famous, all of that shit, and it was the right way. And it's like, but looking at how the fuck you be like, I'm good. Like that shit was rough. Like that was not a good feeling. And it's like people will be like, "Oh, you so bitter." It's like people will say anything. It's like until they go through it. And when they go through it, they trying to make theirs look happy. I said, I've been real transparent about my journey. I've been on here. I think I've been on this live for what, 4 hours now? I ain't even ate today. Like, that's just how much, like, anytime somebody start a petty argument with me over some bullshit, it's steadily, it's like I can tell that my spirit team know I'm ready because it's been so much shit that has been going on to get under my skin. It's like I want you to snap, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna be patient, but I am fucking ready to do something else. Like I've done the healing. I don't give a fuck about whatever I don't have. I'm just fuck it. I'm tired of being in a space where other people either want me to be miserable or they feel miserable and I feel their energy. I don't want to deal with that no more.